Whoopsie. Sorry, I forgot I had the limiter off. My bad. Anyway, thank you, Scott, for the super chat. We're just starting off nice with this one. So you probably couldn't have heard, you couldn't hear me. So I asked for clarification on this. So top 5 favorite Mandiverse characters, as in they were, introduced in the Mandiverse or just appeared in something in the Mandiverse. So like Ahsoka is not a Mandiverse character, but has been in the Mandiverse. So are we talking, created by, appeared in for the first time ever Mandiverse character, or just anybody we've seen in a Mandiverse property? Once I have that, I will answer your question. And I'll be keeping an eye on the chat for your clarification, Scott. I mean, you can use anyone that's appeared in the shows. Well, you literally, if I just read down, answered that question. Never mind. So, Luke? Nah, Luke? Luke? So Luke, Mando, Ahsoka, Bo-Katan, and Grease. Grief, probably. That immediately come to mind. Sorry. I'm sorry, Grief. I'm kicking you off. Freaking Carson Teva is up there. Let's see. Just came back from the beach, had fun. Also want to tell you that I'm related to the legendary AI. Huh? Oh, Al Pacino. Al, not AI. Anyway, that's cool. That's awesome. My greatest relation is to nobody's still alive, but I'm related to, oh shit, Davy Crockett. The ending of The Flash and the end of the Arrowverse had me in tears. I also hear that they might finish Legends of Tomorrow with the final season, the fans, on a final season. I've heard nothing about all of that, so maybe. I doubt it, though. I highly, highly doubt it. Especially considering that the Superverse, or Superman and Lois, might not get to survive. So I doubt it. I would hope, maybe, I would imagine if anything we might get something animated or we might get something in a comic form, but we'll see. I just want to see Bebo again. If we come back to it, well, who knows? Maybe. I love some Bebo though. Have I seen Longmire? I have never even heard of it, so no. Let's see. We should have had JL members in Season 9 finale helping Barry out in an epic final battle. What we got was a joke. I mean, you can't just magic people into existence. So, I mean, if you're disappointed in it, that's one thing. But if, they couldn't do it, they couldn't do it. And they can't make people leave their jobs, their families, or anything like that if they don't want to or are not able to. Like most of the people that are on that reference list are already busy on other stuff. So I don't love what we got, but I'm not at all shocked with what we got either. At least it wasn't Ezra on the Flash CW. That's true. I'm gonna give you my theory on how things are gonna play out in the Mandiverse. Feel free, go for it. Gray Man and Uncharted are both movies that are in 2022. They both star an MCU actor. A non-MCU actor have a gum joke that lasts the whole movie and have set up for a sequel. Those are some interesting connections. You're right about the gum joke. That's interesting. Yeah, everybody calling out the music. That was my bad. I forgot I turned that off. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was literal art. Yes, it was. Favorite non-canon Star Wars character that you want to be made official canon? That used to be Revan, but Revan is canon. But how much of Revan is canon is unknown. We only know that a character, a Sith, exists in the current canon named Darth Revan, but we do not know of what and to what percentage of their original lore exists. So I'm going to skirt the line here and say Revan still, because I want at least the lore from the first 2 games to be legitimate. Everything after that, I would be totally okay if they retconned and rewrote. But yeah, so that's kind of a cheat answer, I guess. But it would always be Revan. If we have to sidetrack from that from somebody who's not been mentioned in canon at all, Bastila Shan. We'll just keep it KOTOR related. Here's my non-spoiler review. Go watch the movie! It's not just the best Spider-Man movie and top Marvel movie, a great animated movie, but a great movie. I agree on all of those counts. Yeah, it's my favorite Spider-Man movie at this point. What's up, Adit? How am I doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I woke up fairly early based on my usual track record. Did some cleaning, cooked, was mostly productive, and now here we are. I'm doing pretty good. Did you ever watch Robin Hood Men in Tights by Mel Brooks? I have. It's with Carrie Ellis and Dave Chappelle. It's so good and hilarious. If you haven't, I would consider adding it to your list. I have seen most of it. I don't remember a lot of it. I remember we're men, women in tights. I remember all of that because one, that was a big show choir number when I was in, competing and all of that. So like, I'd seen very many renditions of that. I know I've seen a bunch of it, but I don't know that I remember all of it. There's a lot that I don't remember. So I know I've seen it, but like a lot of it has been lost to time because I don't think I've seen it since I was like 11 or 12 or something like that, outside of, like I said, that one musical number. Been binging your Stranger Things reactions currently on season 3. Hope you're enjoying them. I mean, if you're binging them, I would imagine, I would hope you're enjoying them. But yeah, this is when it gets fun, man. Actually, I don't know, man. I still think my Stranger Things reactions, that's been one of the series that I've enjoyed reacting to probably the most. It's tough. But that show, from having just started it and watched it all in one go, being late to the party and all of that, it immediately after having finished it, made it onto my top 10 shows of all time. Had to boot a couple off that list and it sucks, but gotta be real, man. That show, I was worried about it being overhyped and it delivered for me. What's up? Who's your favorite Robin? Damian Wayne. Only because my second favorite DC character is Dick Grayson. But I like Dick most as Nightwing. Not so, I mean, I love him as Robin, but I love him the most as Nightwing. So like when I think of Robin, my brain doesn't go to Dick Grayson anymore. Not really, most of the time. But Damian Wayne has been my favorite Robin. Let's divide it up like that. By season 7, Legends didn't feel connected to the Arrowverse at all, since Sarah was the only remaining OG and was a clone of the original. Exactly. That's another thing that really frustrated me about the later seasons of Legends, especially by that point. Yeah. I've been on 10 streams today, and I woke at 10:55. Hell yeah, man. Been busy. What's up, Deke? Just popping in, about to watch the Super Mario Bros. Movie with the fam. It's going to be my stepson's first theater experience. Hell yeah, man. I'm sure he'll love it. If you haven't seen it, I think you'll enjoy it. Also seeing Across the Spider-Verse tomorrow. That movie is so good, man. Holy shit. For Superman and Lois, I think Jordan is going to get even more reckless. He hasn't had to live with the same kind of fear and secrecy his entire life that Clark did, and it's going to smack him in the face. I don't know if they're setting that up necessarily, not at this point, but if they do, that would be an interesting way to go. I don't know if it's true, but apparently A New World was going to be 5 episodes, but Rick Cosnet was only available for 4. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that really changed what they were going to do, and then there's stuff that happened in the middle of production that shifted schedules around. So, yeah, it's not the perfect story, but it's the life of the CW. Oh, and A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger. Those are 2 movies I rewatch every few years. It's so freaking good. I've been in a room with A Knight's Tale on, but I can't tell you that I was paying attention because there was shenanigans happening when I was watching that movie. So I remember one jousting scene, and I think that's it. I don't really remember anything else. It's not a complaint. I find it funny how similar Gray Man and Uncharted are with the gum jokes in the very beginning and end. I wouldn't have even put that much thought into it, Sean. That's an interesting connection, though. What's my favorite Batfleck quote? Ooh. That's a tough one. I don't remember the quote exactly, but it's in the Snyder Cut. So when they're going off to... God, and I don't remember it word by word. But it's when he's talking to Alfred about hope. When they're about to go fight, Steppenwolf and all of that. When they're getting on the plane to leave. I don't remember the exact line, but I think that's one of them. That's definitely one of them. Like, easy one out is like, do you bleed? But that's more because it makes me laugh, So, like, I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I remembered it, though. What are your thoughts on Rise of Skywalker? It was a mess. There's a lot of fun things in it. It brought a lot of EU elements into it. It had some amazing sound design, some fun visuals. But it was goofy. It was a goofy movie. It was a goofy freaking movie. But I'll tell you, I enjoyed it more than I enjoyed The Last Jedi. But it definitely was not a better movie than The Last Jedi. Let's put that comparison around. Ugh. Rise of Skywalker is weird. It is. We're going to have a big war with Thrawn and the Shadow Council against the New Republic and Mandalorian Alliance. New Republic will win, but I think Ahsoka and Bo-Katan might die. Remnants of the Shadow Council form the First Order. Yeah, I mean, that's a good theory, though Dave Filoni has been very vocal here lately, giving a lot of hints that Ahsoka doesn't have to die before her voice appearing in Rise of Skywalker. He was like, hey, he said multiple tweets, he was like, we've seen many instances of Jedi talking long distances through the Force without being dead. So I think he's gonna, I think he, as long as he's alive, I don't think we're gonna lose Ahsoka ever, to be honest. Not going to spoil the movie, but I absolutely loved how they used archival footage of previous movies in a really good and almost compelling way. Something the Flash movie won't do, I guarantee. We'll see. We will see. Have you ever seen Moshiko Tensei Jobless Reincarnation? I have never heard of it, so that would be a big old no for me. Have I ever dropped a reaction show just because you didn't like it? If I had started it, I had finished it. On the channel, at least. There has been one occasion where it never made it to the channel. Like when I started Naomi, I watched and recorded a reaction to the first episode, and I was just like, I'm not posting this, and I'm not watching the next episode. But I've never really put it on the channel and stopped. There's been a lot of times I wanted to, or I had thought about it, but I hadn't. Just because my need to complete certain things, or my distaste of leaving things unfinished, is usually too strong. Han and Luke and Leia will be involved in the war against Thrawn and the Shadow Council. That would be cool. That would be cool. So far we got D&D, Guardians 3, and Spider-Verse movies have been pretty good. Yeah, we've got some good movies so far, for real. Oops. That is not what I meant to do. Whoopsie. Hit the wrong button. Let me make sure Sean is still able to access the channel. I meant to just delete that tweet. Or that message. And I accidentally hit the wrong button. Okay, thank God. Okay. Sean, no spoilers for Across the Spider-Verse. Also, you've been loving losing your mind with the I have been loving you losing your mind with the dark reactions. I'm glad. At this point, like, I don't even know, based on the rules of the show, like, it's gotten to the point where I can't do my normal thing and theorize. I can, like, put together a couple of short-sighted ideas here and there, but because of what we've learned about the show right now, I don't even know how the show progresses. I don't even know how it can. I don't know. The rules seem to contradict any chance of this narrative playing out in any sort of way, so I'm just like, fuck it. I'll just go along for the ride, man. My son says hi. He tried to grab my phone, and I was like, who is talking? Aw. Well, tell him hi. Do you think we will ever get a Spectacular Spider-Man Season 3? I don't have hopes, but I will hope for the both of us. I've never watched it. I've never seen it. And, but I know a lot of people really love it. But at this point, who knows? Who knows? We can always hope. Did you hear Juan's comments about Lost Kingdom? I have not. I haven't really seen anything about Lost Kingdom in a good while, for real. So yeah, I haven't heard anything as of late. Anything crazy? Anything I need to know? Do you think you could watch Mushoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation? I'm very wary of anime after this whole Bleach incident. I've not really talked about it too much, but we had like a major... all reactors had like a little bit of a scare with this Bleach shit that happened. So it would depend on, one, my interest level, two, who distributes it in the US, and then from there, I don't know, we'll see. We shall see. You like Diet Jason Todd more than Tim, Dick, or Jason? Well, he isn't anything like Jason Todd, so I mean, they share similarities, but he's not at all the same character as any of them. He's so far and removed from all three of them. And you maybe didn't understand what I was saying. Dick is my favorite character. I like Dick over Damian. But if we're talking Robin, Damian's a better Robin. A more interesting Robin to me. Damian was my favorite in the Robin suit. But my favorite out of the Robins is Nightwing for sure. It's exactly what I was saying. Yeah, Nightwing is top DC character. He's my second favorite DC character. Just behind Batman. Do you think, what do you think might happen in the end of season 3 of Superman and Lois? Honestly, I think Lex, I guess, is going to break out. He's probably going to kill some fuckers. I don't know what else. I don't know. Based on things I've heard, like my thoughts, my theory on when and how he'll show up seems to be rough and probably not accurate, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I really don't know. Yeah, Mario came out too. It was so good. I'm with you about Dick as Nightwing, but my God, are we being fed well with the Robin Dick content recently. Nightwing, though, lackluster. Not surprising coming from Tom Taylor. He loves Super Mario Odyssey, so I'm sure he'll love Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, there's a lot of Super Mario Odyssey nods in this movie, so I'm wondering how many of them he'll catch. You like the movie The Patriot? I haven't seen it in many, many years, but I remember really enjoying it. I think Heath Ledger's in that too, isn't he? But yeah, I've seen that movie a bunch, but I haven't seen it probably since I graduated high school. Shugutente is like Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse. That's a very, very bold claim. We'll see. What is your favorite episode of The Flash as a whole? Damn, that is tough. Probably the episode where Barry goes back and confronts his mom for the first time. Or no, the one where Barry goes back to stop himself from intervening and whatever. That episode, season 1, when he first goes back to see his mom and he gets stopped by the future Flash. I like that he has power to wipe out the entire human race, and if we believe there's even a 1% chance that he is our enemy, we have to take it as an absolute certainty. Dude, I fucking hate that line. Oh my lord. Yeah, nah. I can see why a lot of people do like that. It sounds cool, but it really irritates me. My favorite quote is when he blocks Superman's punch. Is like, "You aren't brave. Men are brave." That's a good one too. That's a good one too. I'm just that guy who rewatches the shout out of movies that you find interesting. All the shit out of movies you find interesting. I think that was a typo. Oh yeah, people are going to watch Spider-Verse 2. Don't blink too much. I'm actually not kidding. There are so many Easter eggs. Yeah, not today, just because I probably won't have time, but like tomorrow I will probably be posting a reaction to the new Rockstars breakdown of the movie. So yeah, there's a lot of shit. There's a lot of stuff I caught, but I gotta believe there's so much I missed. Yeah, you called it, Nightwhelmed. Definitely, it was Naomi. Keaton and Supergirl were originally supposed to be in the main timeline, first Flashpoint. You mean post-Flashpoint? I think you mean post-Flashpoint. But yeah, that got, as far as we know, retconned. What's up, Marcos? How's your week been? It's been pretty good. It's been a pretty decent, smooth week. Work hasn't been too bad. We haven't had too many reactions, so I've just kind of been trying to take in the enjoyment playing through Jedi Survivor again in the hopes of actually getting around that bug with the bounty hunter thing, which turns out, yeah, I was able to get around it, but it did require me to start a brand new save file, which sucks, but they haven't patch fixed it yet, so my main save doesn't matter anymore, apparently, the way I knew it was coming. Post-Flashpoint, I mean. Yeah, so that's what I thought. Let's see. Part 1. I understand people wanting to defend Eric Wallace with how he handled a lot of things, actors, and schedules, among a heap loads of other problems. I can definitely understand people defending. However, reading his comics and his other works, it's clear to me that he has a much better ideas than an executor of those ideas himself. A lot of the best episodes are pretty much co-written by someone else. His stories on paper are really complex, push boundaries, but he just falls ass first into execution to the point of a lot of writers have no problem just shitting him in like Gail Simone. Interesting. That's fair. No joke. His run on Teen Titans was so bad that other DC writers routinely mocked him and even created fictional versions of him to get beat up by. What the fuck? That's a little fucked up. I get you. I'll be watching Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse next weekend. I hope you'll enjoy it. I'm sure you will. I know everyone wants a spectacular Spider-Man Season 3. I would like one show that has a weird ending. I would like one the show has a weird... Oh, you would like a Season 3 because the show currently has a weird ending. Do you think Cobalt Blue needed more episodes because we only saw the suit for one? Yes. Oh, yes. I think we at least needed one more episode because everything from the turn to the resolution was too fast. It was way too fast. I think it would turn out the whole thing with Ben and Rey was planned, concocted by Luke, Han, and Leia, Ahsoka, when they find out Palpatine is returning in the Mandiverse. Oh, that would... Well, one, they can't have planned that. We know that they weren't a part of that. So we know they had no hand in that. That was Palpatine's plan. And it just backfired. So, like, yeah, I don't... there's no way they could have known at that point. That would mess up a lot of things if they knew that then. What's up, Darren? How you doing? Happy belated birthday yet again. Your channel's the best. Look forward to seeing you play Spider-Man 5 PS5. Spider-Man 2 on the PS5. Yes, I cannot wait for that game, man. Do you have any other hobbies or interests outside of content creation? I mean, play video games. I mean, I've pretty much made most of my hobbies into this. Obviously, I collect shit. You know, but I don't know. But like, I've kind of turned a lot of my hobbies into this. Because I would just watch stuff. I would watch these superhero shows. I would go to the movies all the time. I would spend time playing video games. So like these hobbies, I just found a way to talk about it with people. Because I've talked about this before, but like my main drive for starting the channel was because me and my friends, as we've gotten older, we've been too busy to ever really hang out or talk to each other. So I've never had anywhere to vent about, holy shit, this just happened in this show that I've been watching. So that's kind of was the motivating factor for me to make the channel. Was so that I had an outlet to talk about these things that I had no one to talk about around me anymore at the time. So that's mostly what I've been doing. So outside of that, I mean, I go to the gym. I don't know if I would call that a hobby, as more of a necessity. I'll go on walks. I mean, that's not, again, I don't feel like that's necessarily a hobby. I draw. I don't do that for the channel. But also don't do that often anymore. Sing, I guess, qualifies. Been dabbling in building computers. We're on my brand new, completely from the ground up, new computer that I built because Jedi Survivor was pissing me off. That's kind of it that I can think of, at least right now. Will you be doing any favorite X-Files episodes rewatch for the 30th anniversary? I'm definitely going to be going through, because I want to focus on the episodes written by the writers that are actually going to be there. So I'm going to focus in on Frank Spotnitz, Darren, and the rest. Focus in on the episodes that they wrote, because obviously they will be giving panels there. I will be meeting them. So like, I want to talk about the episodes that they wrote. Man, I wish Vince would have been there, though. I would love to talk to Vince Gilligan about his influences from the X-Files and what brought him in, what he carried over into Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul and all that stuff. But yeah, I would love to do a full series rewatch, but I don't know if I have the time, because that's a lot. What, over 200 episodes of a 45-minute show to watch, plus the 2 movies, which they are screening the 2 movies at the event, which will be fun. I don't know if you're actually talking about the event, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. The 30th anniversary is just coming up, but I'm going to a 30th anniversary convention in September. I don't know why. My brain immediately went to that. So I'm going to that, and that'll be fun. I hope it'll be fun. I hope it's fun. Nightwing is a top DC character. Agreed. My favorite is Tim. What about you, Diane? Let me know. What are you going to try to do the same? Favorite characters are Tim, and they butchered his character in the latest run of the comics. Yeah, I've been way out of touch for a long time in what's currently going on, man, in the comics, and it sounds like for good reason. Please, Damien, pre-52 Jason are nothing alike. New 52/Revert wishes he was cool as Damien. Also, have you seen people edits of the Speedster villains, their original colors for the finale? I have not, actually. I have not. I'm hoping something fierce that... Jesus, I'm having trouble reading right now. I'm hoping that something fierce that Superman and Lois is renewed, even if it's only on Max, just as long as it stays on. I'm right there with you. I am really hoping that this show, especially with it ending on a cliffhanger this season, that it doesn't get wrapped up. Feels weird that they hyped up Lex as being in season 3, but we're 10 episodes in and he hasn't shown up yet. Yeah, at this point, I feel like my guess was that he was going to be in the last episode only, but I saw that they had confirmed that he's like in the last 2 or 3 or something like that. He's in more episodes than the final episode. I was starting to think that they teased us prematurely just to hang on throughout the show to see him pop up, and it was going to just be the last scene of the show or some shit. But supposedly he's in a couple of episodes, just not very many. Jason Todd is cool though. Yes, he was cool before he became a fan favorite. He works better as a villain than whatsoever they've been doing with him since Flashpoint. I kind of agree with that. I like him more as a anti-hero, more antagonist, diverging, rather than I don't know. I kind of like some aspects of it, but I don't like how integrated he's become with the Bat family again. If that makes sense. What's your favorite emotional scene in The Flash as a whole? Dude, I don't know. The one that's immediately coming to mind is when he's lurching over the crib in the dream that Bloodwork is trapping him in, and where he's just wailing, crying for Bloodwork to let him hold his daughter. I don't know. That's one that really comes to mind right now. Could Ahsoka tell Luke what she sees in the world between worlds, so the whole sequel trilogy was a plan to get ready to fight Palpatine? No. That would ruin... Well, one, that wouldn't make... I don't think that would make any of the sequel trilogy stuff better, and I would think it would make any of the sequel stuff worse, if anything. Because that... Yeah, I don't like that. I do not like that. I don't know. The thing is, even if you didn't know Oliver was showing up in season 9, Stephen Amell's name is in the credits at the start of the episode. That is very true as well. It's the shitty thing about those sometimes when they creep up, because you always know, oh, hey, David Ramsey's in this episode. Oh, what? Stephen Amell? God damn it! Stop it! So when big stuff happens like that, Blind Wave luckily has an editor beforehand who will remove those credits or blur them in the video for the version that they watch. If there's something that big, like the Oliver thing, when they watched it, they had the credits the names from the credits removed from the version they were watching. I knew ahead of time. I knew episode 9 long before it happened. Episode 9 was going to be the episode that Oliver was going to be in. So there was that for me, at least. What's your favorite crossover in the Arrowverse? Crisis on Earth X. Yeah, we've talked about that a lot. Crisis on Earth X is still my favorite crossover. Him going from trigger-happy psychopath who wants to make Bruce's life miserable to him being practically besties with the Bat Fam is ridiculous, forced, and came out of nowhere. I kind of agree with you on that. You have to watch a breakdown. I caught the first Easter egg in the first second of the movie, and that's probably it. I believe your Spider-Man 2 playthrough will be incredible, without a doubt. I hope so. Oh, hopefully it goes without a hitch, but we'll see. But I'm excited for it either way. What's up, CBM? I'm doing good. How about you, man? What are the chances that the next episode of Superman and Lois will just be dedicated to everyone in town gaslighting Kyle into believing he didn't see Clark fly away? Oh my god, that would be hilarious. Oh my god, that would make me so frustrated. Did people forget Eric Wallace wrote 910? No. But what Adit was saying was that he's credited as having written that episode, but he's also got a support writer on there because he's only got a co-writing credit on that episode. So they're saying that he had a good idea that somebody else helped him write. So that's a lot of people taking the cut away from Eric on that. So, and I've seen that sentiment echoed by a lot of people kind of undercutting his involvement in episode 910. He literally went from generally trying to kill Tim to literally calling him his favorite brother is wild. Hey man, it's called a character arc, I guess. What's up, Margus? Spider-Man 2003 show was a sad ending. I don't remember that one. Hope you're doing well, Omni. I'm doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. What's up, good vibes? I am doing good. I hope you're doing well too, man. Are you excited for The Flash? And do you think it'll do well considering Ezra Miller's actions? It's tracking for less than they predicted based on pre-sales, I think. But I don't know, man. Word of mouth right now is insane for the movie, and I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I do get the sense that general audiences probably have zero fucking clue about the Ezra Miller stuff, because it's really us who keep steeped in the movie news of it all, the Hollywood news of it all, that really know about the Ezra Miller stuff, because it wasn't really... Most people that are going to see this movie are probably going to be seeing it for Michael Keaton and stuff. They'll be like, oh, Michael Keaton's Batman's back? And they're going to go see that. The marketing in America has been pushing Michael Keaton more than anything. So, I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. But I am excited for the movie. I'm also nervous about the movie. There's also some things already I know about the movie that I don't like about the movie. Unless they were just a lie. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But I'm definitely going to be there to check it out. Spider-Verse... New Spider-Verse was a banger. Stunning animation, great action, and emotions, and just everything, bro. It had it all. One thing I lament and kind of kicking myself for not bringing up in the review was the music. The music was so good, and the integration into the scenes. I forgot to even mention it. Spider-Man PS4 looks so fun. It is. It's really fucking good. You think it was a bad idea to bring Zoom back? Because I had a feeling that Eric Wallace would ruin his character. I don't think they ruined his character, other than, you know, all three of the villains that returned got their asses kicked so easily. But, yeah. But as far as his character, I don't think they ruined it. Because they kept his character intact. What would you do if you heard someone whisper in your ear when you're home alone? Probably jump in my chair. Yeah, jump in my chair and start swinging. Omni sings? Yes. Used to on stage, but now just in the shower in the car. How's the internet treating you this week? I mean, I haven't attempted to stream anything until today, so I don't know how crazy it's been. But I mean, I've had internet, but I don't know if it's been stream worthy all week, because I usually don't test those limits, but everything else seems to be pretty okay. Gotta sing for us now, man. I do some like jokey singies here and again. Also, spoiler free, I loved the spot. I loved the spot too, man. What they did with his character was great. I loved how he's set up, and then what they do after the initial impression. Yeah, I was really, really surprised and taken aback by that, but in like a good way. It was a happy little surprise what they did with him. I feel like Matt got a great send-off as the Reverse Flash, because imagine 8/19 was his last episode. Yeah, that's a good point right there. I agree with you on that. There's a new movie coming out with Jackie Chan and John Cena. I think somebody sent me a trailer for it. I haven't watched it. But that's an interesting combo. I'm jealous you're going to that con. Yeah, I started to rewatch season 1. It's better than I remember. It's very dated. I do find it hard. Not hard to rewatch, not for me, but I know like when I'm always worried about people going into season 1 with how old the first season is and feels sometimes, about people struggling to get into it. But yeah, season 1's still so good. Yeah, come on, everybody go to the convention in Bloomington, Minnesota, and we'll hang out. Have fun, watch some X-Files. I like Red Hood with the Outlaws. Latest Superman Batman World's Finest is really good. Like, genuinely good. With Robin. Dick and Kara having pretty big parts in it. I might have to check that out then. It's been so well received that there's a spinoff with the Teen Titans coming out soon. Highly recommend if you want to read comics that is not attached to anything. I might have to check that out. Thoughts on Alan Richardson's character turn in Fast X? Abrupt and not, in hindsight, not that much, because he had like the least screen time of any person in the movie that wasn't just a cameo. I'm hoping he gets more screen time in the next movie, because I don't feel like that turn was earned all that well, because he wasn't very present throughout most of the movie. He was there for a couple of jokes, a couple moments, but it's Alan Richardson, man. The dude's charming as hell, and every scene he was in, I enjoyed what he had to do. He gave us some chewy-ass, gooey, fucking corny-ass dialogue, but he did it with that Alan Richardson flair, man. Hope we get to see Luke and Ahsoka have a team-up scene. That would be cool. Maybe. We'll see. I would like that. Rowan is going to go on and click the episode Oliver was in the picture, so I didn't feel like a spoiler, more like a hype, and they teased him showing up a while ago. That's true. Let's see. Red Hood and the Outlaws is literally called Assassination of Roy and Corey book by most of their fans, aside from Jay and Roy fans, which, lol. Doing good, still doing Tears of the Kingdom. Hell yeah. Hope you're still enjoying it. Love Dante and Fast X and how after Alan's reveal, he was like, you think you can just have anyone turn to family? And then when Dom beat him, he was like, chill, you don't know your own strength. I did like those lines, that whole turn. Is like, I like that they kind of called out the fucking Naruto vibes that Dom gives off half the time, and they played it into us, because they played that against us. So I do feel like the turn worked, but there's some elements about it that I just feel like his character needed to be way more present beforehand. I still don't like spoilers, though. I'm looking at you, Dwayne Johnson. You think there's any chance there are any characters in the Arrowverse like Eddie who basically died for nothing? I don't know. Probably, but I'd have to, not that come to mind immediately. I can't think of anybody right now. Except maybe Jesse Quick and Harry. Well, James Wan said Lost Kingdom had to be adjusted to address the new reboot. So Ben Affleck and Michael Keaton probably both been cut. Okay. I mean, I figured that. I mean, they talked about the Batmans being cut from the movie already. Like months and months ago. What do you think of Blade being set back again? Oh, I'm worried about that movie. I'm worried about this movie now. I mean, it just keeps getting change of director, change of writer, change of script. Now it's being set back, change of release date over and over again. The writer strike isn't helping anything. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see. What's up, Luis? Glad to be here today. Currently sick right now, but I'm glad to be here. Well, I hope you feel better. I'm sorry you're sick, but hopefully we give you some good vibes and you can make it through the day a little bit better. You're going to watch the new series Silo. I've not seen a damn thing about it, so I don't know. Unless it's a sleeper hit. Probably not. I mean, at least right now I don't have any plans to check it out. Again, I've not seen anything for it, not heard of it at all. So right now it is not on my radar, but I might have to look into it just to see. I feel like Tommy and Eddie are so similar. They both died for nothing because Malcolm and Reverse Flash came back. I guess that's fair. I'm not paying attention to the Ezra Miller stuff. I forgot about it when I was looking at Batman. Fair enough. Do you like Bo-Katan as a full good guy in Mandiverse, or do you consider him more of an anti-hero? I consider all Mandalorians to be more of an anti-hero than anything. But I think she still fits that role. They'll do the things that the goody goods won't always do, but they come from a place of honor in their own code, and you gotta respect that. I don't know that I would call Bo-Katan a fully good guy by the end of it all, but I like it more than her Clone Wars her character, at least, like her earlier days. What's up, Christina? Welcome. The opening scene with Miles in the movie made me feel like I was watching an old Spider-Man cartoon. That's legitimate right there. Let's see. What's up, Rebecca? I'm sorry, Rebecca. Is the music on super speedy or is my brain stinky? I did have it bumped up a little bit to kind of give it a little more of a pulse. Maybe I gave it too much pulse. I gave it too much volume when the stream started because I accidentally turned off my limiter. Not accidentally, I turned it off for a different thing, but I forgot to turn it back on for the music. Let's see. Omni has sung for us before, but like with jokes, he sang like a Joker do song before. That's true. Omni can sing, but apparently can only jokey joke sing for us. Kinda, yeah. That's the only way I can kind of do it around people anymore, is if I kind of play up the funk of it all. Christina, what's new? Spider-Verse, that's what. What's up, Funky? How you doing? Oh, that's what you said. I was me to you. But you were asking how I was doing. I'm doing pretty good. How about you? Are you staying funky? Are you staying roses? Seeing Spider-Verse tomorrow. Should probably watch the original. Am I gonna? Not really. I'm sure I'll enjoy it. You should probably watch the original. I think it's on Disney Plus right now. Could be wrong about that. But it's very, I mean, you'll probably be fine, I guess, but there's some things that'll kind of be lost on you, I think, if you just skip it, because this isn't like, haha, new adventure. It's a continuation. So, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you'll enjoy it either way, but like, you should. Like, not watching the first one is a sin. I'm usually quiet in theaters, but when I went to see Spider-Verse opening night and no one was there when the movie cliffhanger ended, I just screamed. Yeah, dude. The reactions to the ending was hilarious. For those that did not know. He's do good for us, I guess. For my sake, this is a joke. You're fine. I read a bit of World's Finest with chapters with Doom Patrol, and it's pretty good, so I agree. It's not a bad read. Minnesota? Are there black people there? But more importantly, is that place haunted with all the ghosts running around in white? Is there something I don't know about? I mean, I would assume that black people are in every state at this point, right? Is that a metaphor? Or is that like an analogy? Is that an metaphology that we're talking about there? I don't know. There will be some at that convention. I know that much. Some of them are guests for the convention, so I don't know. That's hilarious, though. You're a treat. I still need to watch Fast X. Get to it. Last trailer shows some Michael Keaton brawling, but we get to see some good Batman fights because they aren't that common in live action. Warehouse fight was great. The Batman's fights were good, but short. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they do with that because they have been showing a lot more of his action sequences. Obviously, it's either a stunt person or CGI half the time, but still, I'll take it. It's not the greatest comic in the world by any means, but in an ocean of meh or bat or mediocre comics, the mildly good ones stand out. And that's just not mildly good, but you know what I mean. I gotcha. I'm checking Silo out at the end of this month, but looking forward to that crowded room. See, what are these people? I don't know at all what these shows you're talking about are. I've seen the Apple series synopsis for Silo. Seems interesting, if only for the idea behind it. Okay, hold on. I will look it up. God damn it. Oh, okay. That sounds very topical. And like some other things I've seen. But I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. Maybe I'll need to see a trailer for it. I've been struggling with neurological disorder condition. Please pray for me. Positive energy coming your way. Sorry you're struggling with that, but hopefully it gets easier. Who's your favorite Bleach character that I will see in Season 1? Okay, so I'll give you 2, because at any given day, it changes between these 2. So the first one is Toshiro Hitsugaya. I'll leave you at that, just in case. And then the other is Kisuke Urahara, who is Hats and Clogs, the guy at the shop, which I'm assuming if you're at least like 6 episodes into the show, I'm pretty sure he's shown up by that point. No, he's definitely shown up even before that. I think episode 2 or 3, I think he shows up. So yeah, either him or Toshiro, which you will get to eventually. While it's worrying coming from Blade with all the changes like you said, I heard that the movie is being held back at that point of production is not bad or uncommon. I hope so. I hope so. Summer. It's based on a book. I'm gonna read it first. Free on audio with our library. Libraries are underrated sources of free-ish. That is true. Honestly, I don't think I've been to a library that wasn't like my college library. Okay, let's change this word. This point I'm trying to make. I don't think I've checked a book out of a library since I was in elementary school. Whoopsie. Time travel stuff is confusing. Thawne kills Barry's mom, which is a timeline change, but then Barry trying to save her is also a timeline change rather than just fixing what Thawne changed. It gets weird, especially with speedsters. I'm still loving a lot of the new features in the game, especially with the weapon fusing. The new Korok puzzles are a bit tedious. I was worried that I was close to finishing the game, but it's still going. Hell yeah, man. Oh wait, the Turtles trailer, good stuff. Hell yeah, that Turtles trailer was good. We steal passwords from family members for Disney Plus, so I don't know. I have been between now and 2:40 OM tomorrow. Oh, 2:40 PM, I'm assuming. Yeah, based on the key location, deciphering your typos. 2:40 PM. So you got time. Oscar Isaac's voice will be there, so I know if I close my eyes, I'll enjoy myself. Might enjoy yourself a little too much. You know what I'm saying? It's Oscar Isaac's after all. I would recommend watching Spider-Verse 1 before 2, because Miles and Gwen are in the second one a lot. Yeah, I really feel like you need to watch the first one, but you get the gist of it, I guess. I think Into the Spider-Verse is only on Hulu and with live TV right now. Peer pressure works every time. I'm not American, but much less from Minnesota. But ghosts running around in white, isn't that a reference to... That's what I was like, wait, is this what we're talking about? What is it? Hold on, I don't know. Maybe, probably, possibly. That's what I thought she was implicating. But I didn't want to assume. There are places, Omni, where we are there, but like not there. Around. And it says like 6% those are some odds. Interesting. Those are interesting statistics, but understandably scary statistics. Depending. Oh my goodness, 6%, Jesus. To be fair, I only knew one kid growing up where I was from and their family, and that was it. Until high school? Like around here, not like the only ones I knew, but like I think here locally we only had like one family now that I'm thinking about it. Until I went to college. Which the college that I go to was the first historical black college in the country. Not the country, in our state. It's a great place, man. I love it. But the history of it all, not so much. The requirement of that, the fact that it even existed in that manner is depressing. But it has become so much more than that by this point. And I got my degree there. And I'm proud of that. But yeah, I don't know. I just like some of those things, man. I guess I don't know. You don't really think about it until like way later. I don't think, at least on this front. I don't know. Anyway, moving on. Got a library card for my city and the neighboring one. I don't even know why, because interlibrary loans are a thing. I don't even know what that is. What is an interlibrary loan? Like they have a book at one library that gets loaned to another library because that library doesn't have it. So if you check it out from that library, are you checking it out from the other library? What the fuck? Any hints on the new show you've picked on me? No, I've taken a lot of suggestions and I'm going to probably put up a poll in the next, maybe like couple weeks or so. I don't know. I might wait until Superman and Lois is over and then we'll just take up, because I might, depending on how open we are, because right now I've only got 2 active shows at the moment. The Witcher season 3 comes out at the end of this month, and then we have we've got Secret Invasion soon. So I don't want to overshoot. So I was thinking about taking one from whatever one wins the poll, and maybe whatever gets second place. I don't know yet, but we'll see. But I have made a post where I was taking suggestions, and my God, I was like, should I make this public or should I just make this for members? And I made it public, and there were like verging on 200 comments. A lot of people saying the same shows, stuff like that. There's a lot of repeats, but it's a lot to sift through. But as far as, I'll let the people decide. TMNT looks really good. Most of the movies are pretty good. Most of the shows are good. That's good. That's good to know, at least. I get the audiobooks through the app and check out that way. I don't go to the actual library to hide from everybody anymore. So you can do that? So you can just check out an audiobook from a library. I need to take use of these libraries, man. What the fuck? This is a fucking good gig, man. Paying for Audible, and I've got like 15 credits saved up for free books, though, that I haven't spent. Oscar Isaac is played in the MCU, the Sonyverse, and the Foxverse, and that's 3 Marvel characters. Yeah, dude, he's just racking them up, man. I know there's a little chance for considering the length of the franchise and the commitment you've started to put on there, but I'm crossing my fingers for Stargate. Dude, there's been a lot of people that suggested Stargate. So who knows? Depending on how the vote swings, Stargate might win. I'd say it's got a pretty strong chance. What's your favorite, what's your next planned few shows to cover? The Witcher Season 3, which I'll be honest, I'm only watching it because I've already watched it up until this point. I'm not really looking forward to it all that much. I'm looking forward to seeing Henry Cavill and his final performance in this role, but my interest in the show with all the background stuff has kind of waned a lot. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I know those reactions don't give good views though, so it will be what it be. And then there's Secret Invasion. Obviously is coming up next, but Bleach is coming out next month, I think. Bleach 1000 Year Blood War season 2, part 2, whatever you want to call it, comes out next month. That one, again, I'm kind of nervous about covering because of the hoopla that was surrounding it before, but we'll see what happens. Let's see. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? You missed the reference. We grew up with Asian, Dominican, Cuban, and every mixed race, and then some. Yeah, it was, dude, it was mayonnaise. It was just straight mayonnaise where I grew up, man. I talked about this before. The town I grew up with, and we only had, like, I talked about this too. This is a fun fact. I just enjoy this fact because it's just, I think it shows the scale a little bit about where I grew up. Our town only had a little above 900 people total in it, the one I grew up in. And our school, when I graduated, had a had 1,100 students registered. So my high school had a higher population than the entirety of the town I grew up in. West Virginia, Mountain Mama. And our city, I think, passes, our biggest city, I think, passes for basically a small town in most other states. Oh yeah, it's just a blip if you drive through it. Yeah, Barry. Like, you'll be out of the town in less than 2 minutes, 3 minutes when you're driving, give or take, unless you like hit traffic or some shit, which you shouldn't, unless it's Heritage Day or school. It's a school crossing zone or whatever, like during time when school's letting in or going out. Let's see. Going on a road trip. Give me some random movie recommendations, please. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. You say random, it's just like I'm just firing off, and my brain's going to things that were mentioned recently. I was like, The Patriot. Tremors 2. Fuck Tremors 3 and onward. Lion King 2. Matrix 2. Blade 2. The Lost World. God damn. I don't know. This is like, I'm going down a rabbit hole, man. Anyway, there's a couple. Dude, I cannot taste the alcohol in this. I'm not mad about it, but did I see the Flash finale? Daniel, are you subscribed to my channel? Yes, you could talk about it. And obviously I've seen it. You kind of got it. It's ordered at one library, shipped to another library, and they share catalogs in different counties in the state. Spent entirely too much time in high school. Omni, proud of you, and more. Why, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I'm not interested in Spider-Verse. Why the fuck not? It's the best thing that's come out this year. God, it's so good. I don't know how anybody who's a fan of comic book stuff could not. You know, I was worried it might be a little overhyped because of the last one, but my God, it's hands down the. I think, like, where I was conflicted about whether or not I liked Into the Spider-Verse or No Way Home more than one another, I will stamp right now, I like Across the Spider-Verse more than every other Spider-Man movie that has ever been made. Like, I won't even think about it. It's just, it's my #1 Spider-Man movie now. Who knows? The next one might be above that if they continue this trend. But right now, yeah, it's Across the Spider-Verse. It's possible to make a bad TMNT content. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of Turtles 3, but I need to go back and rewatch it. Maybe it's not as bad as I remember. But those suits, man, they pale in comparison to the first pair from Secret of the Ooze in the first movie. Whoa! I don't remember what this was a reaction to. Interlibrary loans were where libraries borrow from other libraries and didn't have a title for a patron. You borrow from your own library and they have to have it noted on their files from where it's from. Important, you should be proud of. Important, you should be proud too. Also, you look like you just got out of college. I'm gonna be in London next Friday, y'all. What are you doing in London? You going over to London? Have fun in London? I'd love to go to London sometime. Well, hold on. Like London, or like the London a lot of states just kind of have, and you're like, I'm going to London, but you're actually just going to like London, Kentucky. Just clarify. But I think I know what you mean. Look like I just got out of college. To be fair, it took me 9 years to get out of college because I was doing half semesters because I was working and going to school at the same time. So I did 3 years full semesters. 4 years full semesters, and then I started living on my own off campus, and that fell down to half semesters because to make time, so I wasn't literally killing myself to finish. So yeah, it took me 9 full years to finish my 4-year degree, so not that far off. think I finished in 2016. I don't, honestly, at this point, I don't remember when I graduated. I'm pretty sure I got my diploma in 2016, though, if I remember right. Dan, you got to be careful, man. Omni is literally wearing Spider-Man shirt. Yeah, you don't want to throw hands. Never watched after season 1 of The Witcher. I couldn't hang with it. Season 2 of The Witcher. Season 1 of The Witcher. What turned you off by the end of season 1 of The Witcher? Because I know a lot of people struggled with the way that they structured the timeline. Season 1 is really weird to follow. And everything after that has just been linear. There's been none of that timeline juggling after season 1. Love Spider-Verse so much. I'm only interested in The Witcher for Joey Beatty. Yes, he's adorable. Love hedonist characters. He's great. I do love me some Joey Beatty and his vocals, man. He's great. I love his dandelion, man. Yeah, I guess, but most of the comments I've seen on the post were about Secession. So I don't have high hopes, but oh well. If not, maybe next time. Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of things. I mean, Secession's come up a lot. Stargate's come up a lot between the two posts I've made. What was another one that kept coming up a bunch? I mean, there was a lot of duplicates, but like there was a couple that just kept coming up. Hold on, what was the, let me pull up my list. I've got over 100 shows on this list. Yeah, I've got 101 shows, different shows. This isn't suggestions individually. This is differential shows that were mentioned. There was a couple that were mentioned a couple times, but it's like Secession. Yellow Jackets was one that a lot of people mentioned time and time again. Trying to think of the ones that got brought up like 4 or 5 more times. Banshee came up a bunch. Never even heard of that one. The Expanse was one that came up a bunch. Fringe came up a lot. Barry, surprisingly not as much as I thought. I would assumed it would have come up. Same with the Office. It didn't come up nearly as much as I expected it to. Yeah, so the poll will be interesting. I love my library card. I use it online to check out ebooks. I don't ever have to step foot in a building. No late fees, automatic returns. Damn, that sounds like some good shit. Holy shit! What was this a reaction to, by the way? Might have been my 100 show comment thing. Your town is just a little blip when we drive through it and you miss it. It's so bizarre to me. Hell, I mean, same with Rock Branch. Though Rock Branch isn't incorporated. So like, I mean, it's surrounded by 2 unincorporated towns. So like technically, like logistically on paper, the addresses still line up. So it's technically, I mean, if you look at it from like a legal address point of view, it's much larger than the actual signage for where it is. Almost doxed myself there, but I did give a little too much of a pinpoint of the area. But yeah, because that would go halfway to Kim's for Barry. She would know what that means. So it would go from the river past the pilot. No, because that's still the other one. It would go past the middle school, the Sheets, to halfway to Kim's, technically. So that's still a lot. It's still pretty fucking small. I'm trying to like make it sound better than it is, but it's tiny as fuck, dude. I gotta go, Omni. Take care. Thanks for all the great reactions, reviews, and streams. Look forward to hearing you talk about stuff. Thank you, man. Take care. Have a good weekend. Across the Spider-Verse is probably my second favorite Marvel movie. Your town is so small, cable doesn't come to it because there's no patronage. That's actually not true. We do have cable. We've had cable for a long time. I don't know. We've had... Like, we're not rural by any stretch of the imagination. Now, if you go, like, 10 minutes past us, you start getting into some rural territory. But we're still, I would say, vaguely suburban. It's just small. Like, our towns are interconnected where I live. Thankfully, I've not lived out in the crazies. I've grown up in and around most of, like, the... like, at least populated areas. The towns themselves are just kind of small here and there. But, like, I'm 10 minutes from the city. Like, it's not crazy. And there's plenty of population between there and there. They're just all different incorporated sectors. But like I said, like, if you start going away from the city, I think in maybe 20 to 30 minutes, you'll be into, like, farm territory. So I'm not out there. I would be shocked if they had cable, but we're still in cable internet land. Though this house still has a dish on it. That's okay. I thought WV was somewhere near Idaho. When I asked 10 different people, they thought the same. I want out their nationality, but it wasn't vanilla. Hey, Barry. Wow. I mean, do you know where Virginia is? Do you think Virginia is near Idaho? Because that would be weird. I mean, we are literally West Virginia, so west side of Virginia. Virginia has a beach. I've been there. It's nice. Virginia Beach, nice beach. But, like, we're right on the coast. I'm 6 hours from the coast, I guess, and a brisk drive. But, like, we're not in the center of the country. What the fuck? What was the last book I read? Last book I read was... Oh no, that's not a good... Oh no, what is that? Oh, I think I spilled some coffee over there. Oh, my book cover's ruined. But Battle Scars, Jedi Battle Scars. I read it in preparation for Survivor. Oh no. Okay, no, that's safe. That's fine. Okay. Oh, that's good. All right. I'm gonna have to clean that. The high school I attended in GA had 3 counties attending it. Ours had like 3 or 4 different towns would have their kids come to ours, because our county only had 4 high schools. So all the towns had to pick where they were sending their kids, basically, or depending on where you were, you might have a choice, or there might be only one available for you to go to. And maybe had 1,000 total population in it with staff and bus drivers. Started in 8th grade, went to 12th. Yeah, ours was starting in 9th grade to 12th. What's up, Ragu? How you doing? Favorite pasta sauce? A Knight's Tale and Robin Hood Men in Tights. I'm all about this fuck everything after Tremors 2 energy. Like, there's some things I enjoy about Tremors 3, but I just can't... There's just some mysticism that's lost from the series. I don't like how they nonchalantly and unapologetically stick with ass blasters as the actual name of the 3rd stage. I also just hate the idea of the ass blasters to begin with. I just like the Shriekers and the Graboids. After that, it just gets ridiculous. And then there's a larval stage, a super stage, and then you get into the ones where they're all variations. And the 4th one's cute when you're going back in time to perfection when it was founded. But that's just weird. But Tremors 1 and 2 Especially the first one. The first one is a damn good monster flick. It's so fun. And 2 is just a fun little follow-up. I really enjoy 2 a lot. I think 2 is very underrated. But after 3, like, it's just... I love Bert, but God, did they make me a little sick of Bert. Random good movies, Hobbs and Shaw, Blade 1, Blade Runner. I still need to watch Blade Runner. Both of them. Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Suicide Squad, Jaws, Meg, Logan. Those are random movies. Sorry, I'm still thinking about them. I was in the middle of Robin Hood reaction when the stream started. It's all good. Fair. You could call Across the Spider-Verse comic book movie. I mean, yeah. GA town I lived in, outside of, had 500 people in it. Had 1 traffic light, 3 liquor stores, and 9 churches. That sounds like Georgia. But 500, you got me beat. You lived in a smaller town than I did. You win. You win. But I did live up a creek and up the holler. Thankfully, not that far. Like, we were like, what did you say? Like 5 minutes from the main road up the holler. Go further than that, man. You can get lost, dude. But yeah, we actually don't have any liquor stores in our we have what? We only have 3 churches, no liquor stores, a Dollar General, a Geno's, and a post office, and obviously town hall. Then the high school, a gas station, the middle school, and the elementary school, which are basically one building now. Yeah, anyway. We eventually had a drive-through liquor store. What the hell? God damn. Hot take. Was fond of Lost World Jurassic Park, which is why all these damn sequels we didn't get a No Way That's Your Black Daughter. But I love it. I love it character back. I don't know. I'm struggling to understand that last, everything after the but. I love it character back. I like Lost World a lot. I've probably seen, while Jurassic Park, the first one, is my favorite film of all time, I've probably watched Lost World more than I've ever watched the first one. I enjoy it. I like it a lot. I like it more than all of the Lost World movies. All the Jurassic World movies, rather, sorry. All these damn sequels, and we didn't get a No Way That's Your Black Daughter. I mean, they did make a joke about it in Lost World, where they're like, I don't see the family resemblance. But I mean, she was cool. I was hoping she would come back, you know? I was hoping she would come back into play. I know there's a lot of fan theories about the pilot in the latest Jurassic World possibly being his daughter, but then they didn't go that route. And I'm kind of okay with that, because that would kind of play into its own Hollywood problem. It also shrinks the universe a little bit, but I would have liked to see her come back, just like with Tim and fuck. Why am I blanking on her name right now? Tim, and the other one. Tim? Fuck! He wanted to say Ellie, but that's Ellie Sattler. She's Laura Dern. What was her name? Fuck. Dude, I remember Lost World almost from beginning to end. Lex, thank you, for fuck's sake. God. I feel ashamed of myself right now. And Kelly was the daughter. Kelly? 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 Oh, son of a bitch. I love Miles so much. Dude, Miles is the best boy. I love Miles, man. Hope you're doing well. I'm on 2 weeks holiday. Lucky you. Let's go see Spider-Verse tonight, and it was sold out. Damn it. Tomorrow night instead. Wow. I have not seen a movie actually be sold out where I live in a long time. I think the last movie that I actually had to get my tickets early for that definitely was sold out was Revenge of the Sith. I've never heard of a movie selling out tickets around here after that. Maybe Force Awakens? I don't remember. But I know for a fact that if you didn't get your tickets early for... No, Endgame. Endgame did. Endgame did, because I think a buddy tried to catch up for it, got his tickets late and couldn't get in. Never mind. Scratch that. What's up, Kalia? Been a long time since I've been in your chat. How's your day been going? For me and my friend, we'll be watching Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse on Monday. Hope you enjoy it, man. It's good, man. It's good. But I've been doing good. I had an early morning for me by comparison. I woke up at 10:30ish. Yeah, it's been a chill day. After this, I'm going to record the final bit of my Jedi Survivor run, which I finally got around the glitch that I ran into. I had to create a whole new save and play through the entire game again, but I got to the point where I can actually finish the bounty hunter storyline. So I'm going to record the last moments of it. I've done all the final bounties, so I got to go back and turn in the final bounty, and then we'll see what happens from there, and I'll record that. Yeah, it's been a good day. Turtles 3 is bad, but everything is pretty good. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I mean, I still enjoyed elements of Turtles 3, but let's be real. It's definitely, by comparison, extremely, extremely weak. And Magwin, thank you so much for becoming a member and a champion. Bringing that little fairy energy into our community. And that can be taken in a bunch of different ways, but she's got a Tinkerbell picture. So, that's what I'm alluding to. Don't cancel me. Don't cancel me. I didn't do anything. It's Tinkerbell. I swear. And it is Pride Month. Speaking of, and I didn't think about this, and this goes to something I need to restructure when I'm doing my movie polls. Is that I say, like, this is going to be, like, so for anybody that's a member or anybody that's, like, either on Patreon or here, you guys will know. But, like, when I post the poll or ask for suggestions, I put the month that the questions are coming up in. So, like, the poll comes up, the winner of the poll will come out the next month. But I call the poll, like, say, June's movie is the one we just voted on. Or, yes. No. Shit. God damn it. See, this is why I need to fix this, because even when I'm trying to talk about it, I'm confusing myself. Fucking A. Okay, so, in May, we voted... I had a post for May movie suggestions, and then on the 15th, we had the May movie poll. However, the winner of that poll doesn't actually get posted until June. So, I need to fix that to where I'm like, this is the name of the poll, but it is for the next month. Because my brain, when I recorded this winner, would have understood probably better why this movie won that poll. The reaction's gonna come out in June. June is Pride Month, and the winner of the poll was Call Me By Your Name. So, like, goddamn. See, like, it's just confusing. I need to fix that. I'll do that next poll, because when I was recording it, it didn't even click in my head. Because to me, it was still May. And I was like, why is this happening? Not why is this happening, but, like, I was like, this is such a coincidence. And Jesus. I need to fix it, man. It's just confusing. And I've thought about it before, but it's really started to annoy me now when, like, there's, like, an event like this where it coincides and laps up, but, like, then the structure around the way I have the polls set up just doesn't work with that line of thought, and I need to fix that. And it's going to be weird, I think, for anybody who's gotten used to what I've been doing when I change it in the next one. So in June, June, this month. Oh my God, dude. This month, I will be posting July movie poll reaction, or July movie reaction poll. Because that will come out in July. And I think the confusion will maybe end. Anyway, God damn it. I'm sorry. Big dumb, my brain don't work. The series finale for The Flash could have been better, but it was interesting, and I was hoping to see Julian. I hope Julian is still in the world and wasn't wiped out in Crisis for good, like Jesse Quick. As far as we know, Julian's still alive. He was going to be involved in plans for season 10, but yeah, that's not going to happen, obviously. But yeah. Anyway, that's me trying to talk about stuff. MFW. New Mexico has its own Las Vegas, and you get confused if they mean Nevada one or... Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah. Never gone to college, been thinking about trying, but I'm 30 now, and I don't know, that feels weird. Hey, man, dude, I went to classes with, like... Dude, I had a class with, like, this 70-year-old woman who was just coming in and trying to learn. Dude, don't let your age stop you. Fuck that shit. But also, kind of... fuck college, because like it's a little bit of a scam, but honestly, I like the experiences that I had and the stuff I learned, but my God, do I regret my student loans, dude. By the way, it's odd that Oliver would bring back an entire multiverse but forget about Jesse Quick. Well, he didn't. He didn't forget about Jesse Quick. He just was like, he didn't bring their Earth back. He recreated it into a wholly new world. Earth 2 was recreated into a brand new Earth 2 where Stargirl takes place on. And everything else got integrated into Earth Prime. And all those subsequent characters were lost and absorbed and gone. Oliver never met Jesse. That is also fair. Oliver is a Spectre. He knows everyone. 100 shows, dear Lord, I do not envy you. Hey, only 1 or 2 will actually get to move on. So it's not gonna be too bad, but I hope the show I enjoy. But if I don't enjoy it and it wins the poll, and I really don't like the reactions or the show, yeah, I'll stop it and pick the next one down on the list. Super Mario Bros. Just surpassed Frozen in the box office. Really? Can't be stopped, man. The Expanse, that's where my heart is. My Spideyverse. Expanse and Fringe are so good. Top tier TV shows. I've had a lot of people for a long time say since I like the X-Files, I would like Fringe. And I've just never watched it. So we'll probably get around to watching it. 101 TV shows to watch? Nope. 101 Dalmatians? Yep. I've seen that though. And the live action. And the sequels. I think you would love watching the 2005 Battlestar Galactica. It's so good. I watched the miniseries. I was interested, but like the tackling the show was just intimidating because of the length and the size of it all. Phrasing. But yeah, like with Stargate, 2 great little movies that got me interested in the show. And yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Lives in the country once in a similar town, and the sex offenders popping up on dotted page, horrified. All really close, and the only lonely post office too. God damn. The town is so small, cable doesn't come through. Oh yeah, I commented on that one. I had a satellite dish. I knew all the wild feed channels. Yeah, we had satellite, I think, once or twice. I don't remember all that much. Barry is a silent hit. Many people are uncomfortable with the themes. It's pretty comedically dark. Yeah, a buddy of mine was like, once I told him I was like putting up an idea for other shows or taking suggestions, he said, fuck anybody else. Watch Barry. So the finale, Eddie Thawne became Cobalt Blue. That was interesting. I was wondering when he would return and how. Also liked how Cobalt Blue brought back all the others. I as well. Last book I read was Romeo and Juliet because school sucks. Yeah, I mean, Romeo and Juliet's fine. I mean, at school, we read a lot of Shakespeare stuff, but like the Scarlet Letter. Honestly, that's the only book I remember from high school. Shit. Pride and Prejudice I read in college. Crime and Punishment I read in college. I don't remember, honestly, in high school. I only had 2 English classes when I was in high school, because our school did this thing like after your freshman year and your sophomore year, you chose a major in high school. And I don't know how many schools do this, because I know some in our state that didn't do this. So we would choose a major, and and I did graphic design, so like half the day I would go spend it at the trade school and take graphic design classes. The rest, and then I would come back and fulfill my major in the other general courses I needed to, like my math class, my English, or whatever science I was taking at the time. And because I was in show choir too, that was also required as a class, so it didn't go towards all of that. And eventually for my senior year, I transitioned from graphic design, because I hated my teacher so much, to music. So I took piano, I took music theory, I took my final English class. Because I was taking, my major was arts, I didn't have to take any more math classes, and I came into high school already in advanced math, so I didn't have to anyway. I was already ahead of most other people, so I was done with my math by my sophomore year anyway. And then, so my senior year, I had piano, music theory, show choir, and 1 English class, and that's all I had. So that was fun. My senior year was so goddamn easy. Played piano and just sat around, and then wrote music, and then we practiced for our show choir competitions for a block, and then would have practice after school for another additional 2 hours, and then would go on, cycle repeats. But half the day, I was just doing nothing, playing cards, playing video games. Because in a lot of our music classes, especially piano, there wasn't enough pianos for everybody to actively be playing, so you would always be rotating out. So much of my day was just fucking around or getting caught up on the stuff for other classes. Superman Lois Season 3 is going so far, I feel bad for Kyle. Dude, I felt bad for Kyle for a lot of reasons. The only reason I haven't is obviously he cheated on his wife, and fuck that. But like, as a character, like, there's so many other elements about him outside of that element that just make me sympathize for the man. In so many other ways. Especially now, dude. I feel so bad. Same, I only ever watched the first 2 movies. Don't judge me. Geography was not my strong suit, but I sure damn know, though, that Virginia was the East too. There are 50 states, and black people only know the 10 we migrated to. You are fucking hilarious, man. God damn. I mean, I guess that's fair. But if you knew where Virginia was, that doesn't excuse not knowing where West Virginia is. West Virginia is not going to be over by Idaho. South Carolina is not on the west coast from North Carolina. I was 1.5 hours from an actual city in Georgia. God damn. Yeah, you win. You win. It was like I said, our city's like 10 minutes. Well, where I am now, like 5 minutes to get to the city. But yeah. You just told me you know where Virginia was. If it's on the East Coast, it's definitely not near Idaho. Come on, Christina. I know you're probably blazed, but think. I know, but to be frank, I'm leaning towards trying. It's just weird, and I have anxiety and ADHD, so I can't help but hesitate, and I doubt myself. I don't remember what this was about. Oh, Fringe. Wait, no, I don't remember what this was about. What was this about? Oh, college. College. I was so confused. I was like, wow, this got heavy. What were we talking about? Going to college. I can understand that. That's a lot of reason to be hesitant about it, because it's only going to exacerbate a lot of those feelings, to be honest. I mean, you could try online schooling, that's gotten a lot better as of late, especially throughout the pandemic when every school had to adapt. So I don't know. There's options, but it's also, I wouldn't get caught up in feeling like you need to go unless you want to go. Because at this point, my career currently has nothing to do with anything I got out of college. Other than the fact that I started this off as an entry-level job to help me get through college. And then it just became the thing that stuck. And now I do internet, IT, tech, computer bullshit stuff. Nothing to do with my dumbass art degree. We eventually had a drive-through liquor store. I remember calling that out earlier. Damn, Summer, you definitely win. I hate most people, so I'm fine with those numbers. There's a liquor store on every corner, more than churches. Do you remember the old Fantastic Four movies from 2005 to 7? I do. Back in the day, in 07, there were reports of a Fantastic Four Rise of Silver Surfer succeeded. It would lead to an X-Men versus Fantastic Four. I don't remember those reports at all, but I do remember those movies. I liked the first one. I did not like the second one all that much. There's two. Punisher's original name was going to be the Assassin. I didn't know that. I like Punisher better. It's cooler. I should have put in quotations. I know that ain't your black daughter, but I love it. I know what you meant. I know what you meant. I wanted her back too. Yeah, in that movie, it was hilarious. I remember nothing about Lost World. Lex. Completely forgot a kid. He's got more than one kid. That's just the only kid that we met. I forget how many. He's been married, I think, 3 or 4 times, I think, is what he said in the first movie. And then we just get to see one of the kids from those relationships. But he's got more than just that kid with the other wives as well. If I remember right, he mentioned that. I know he said he's got a bunch of kids or some shit. I don't know if he ever said an exact number though. But she's the only one we met. Absolutely hated living in Georgia. I was crushingly lonely. Even as an introvert, I live in a major city now, close to a firehouse, library, major park, markets. Love it. That's good. I'm glad you've upgraded to somewhere more suitable for you. Dude, on May 28th, 2023, the 30th anniversary of Super Mario Bros. 93 movie was sad they didn't do anything special for that movie because, was it the best movie? No, but it's best for the time. Dude, interesting enough, Corridor Crew, on one of their VFX breakdowns around the Super Mario Brothers movie when that came out, they did a breakdown of the effects on that movie and talked about how some of the technology that was developed for the 93 Super Mario Brothers movie was pioneering and created a lot of stuff that came today, and how a lot of movies today actually owe credit to that Mario Brothers bomb for the progression in special effects, which is a nice, fun little nugget that I never would have considered. Miles is great. I hope he turns out okay. Me too. They've been writing the Spidey people really well. I've always liked Gwen, but this movie really sold me. June 11th, there will be Jurassic Park's 30th anniversary as well. So exciting. Pride Month. Digging a hole? I don't think I dug that much of a hole. I hope. The other Turtle stuff is better, and something has got to be at the bottom, and Turtles 3 is that bottom. Yes. There's always got to be something at the back of the list. At the bottom of the list. You'll get my money next month. I have too many. Gotcha. I know. Oh, okay. I think I know what you're meaning. Omni threw away the shovel. Patreon. Almost doxes himself and gets canceled in one stream. I'm happy to be here. Thanks. Oh, goddamn. Damn it. Patrons. I can't see this keyboard. Surprised it didn't break considering how far down he was shoveling. I buy good shovels, man. Crying. And he brought backups. Always come extra loaded with more shovels. Used to crawling into the darkest places. Love that he kept going. I mean, yeah. Right? I was like, okay. He went, might as well jump feast first, trying to climb out of a hole. Have some more wine, buddy. Got there in the end. probably met Alice on the way down. God, I missed all this roasting I got. Never let your age stop you unless it's illegal. Holy shit, that's hilarious. Insert "We Did It" song from Dora. Wait, well, what are some Star Wars books you've read? Revan, Battle Scars, Light of the Jedi. I think those are the only 3 I've actually finished. I've started a few. No, hold on. Hold on. So Spark of the Resistance. I already forgot the other name. Lords of the Sith. And Resistance Reborn. Do I have any recommendations for someone who has only read a couple? Lords of the Sith is really good. And Battle Scars is also kind of enjoyable, though the writing's not the best. The story's fun. Really just, I would highly recommend Lords of the Sith if I had to pick anything. And I'm almost finished with Jedi Lost, the Dooku novel. That's really good. The Expanse's next level greatness. Fringe, yes, was great. It's never too late to go back to school if you want to. I've been going back since I was 26. A fair amount of my classmates are in their 40s. Kind of harder and harder to find a job in Belgium without a college degree, so in a way, I can't say fuck college. I guess that is fair. College is different. I mean, to be fair, most of our jobs over here also require a college degree, so I guess it's just stupid. Because I didn't meet that requirement, but it has nothing to do with my job. Or the equivalent experience is the other thing. So, I don't know. It's rough. It's a caveat, man. It's a catch-22, man. There's not... It's going to be... I think the college experience or the university experience is going to be different outside of the States than what I know. So, that's fair. Swiper, no swiping. Jesse faded from existence a while ago before he became Spectre, and there's a lot of multiverse stuff going on that probably never just didn't see Jesse. Villain was going to be involved in season 10 of The Flash. That would have been cool. Meanwhile, who watching this toddler talking to monkeys, wandering around the streets unsupervised and running into shady people, helping them get home. She lives in the hood with absent parents, clearly on drugs. Are we talking about Dora? All I'm gonna say, because there's a whole rabbit hole you can go down. So, all I'll say is compare Dora's show to Diego's show. I'd only ever watch some Dora just like when I was staying with my grandparents, because my grandmother would babysit a shit ton of kids for the neighborhood. So that was on like for pretty much the entire first half of every day. But I remember seeing like whatever, they had like a crossover movie or something between the two shows, or like they were cousins or something, and they crossed over, and it just looked like he was there supervising Dora. Like he looked like like one of them clearly was the responsible child, and it wasn't Dora. Oh my god. I couldn't help but not laugh. Oh my lord. I got too much of a kick out of that. Good evening, Omni. What's up, Ninjaro? How are you doing, man? Is there a degree program you're interested in? The Giver was a great book in high school. Sapiens is a must for everyone. The Expanse books are great. Yeah, I've not read any of those. I'm not a heavy reader, but I read stuff. I read. I'm educated. Is Julian really a good character, though? I like Julian, and maybe a lot of it has to do with Tom Felton, but I do like Julian a lot. Eric's Reloaded says that DC's Blackest Night is coming to the CW, and Grant Gustin's Barry Allen may be back. That would be cool, and they can bring back Julian in that. Okay, I'll be talking with Eric in the next couple of days, so I might have to poke in on that, because I've not seen that shit anywhere. Hot take, I hate Pride and Prejudice. I had to read it for English in high school, and it was so boring. I just did not get the appeal of such snuffy flirting that it seems so dull to me. I agree, but listen. Not the new movie, I haven't seen it. I think that was too polished or whatever, but I think there was this 2 VHS movie adaptation. I think it was like the 90s one. It definitely wasn't the one with Natalie Portman. I think it was Natalie Portman who was in the new one. It wasn't that one. It was the one before that. Holy shit. Was that movie so quotable because of so much of the line delivery throughout that movie? My friends, we butchered the shit out of that movie. Mr. Darcy! Mr. Bennett! Like, goddamn, man, there's so much shit in that movie that just ruined any semblance of, like, I don't know, like, poshness that it was meant to have just because of how it played. Yes, the one with Colin Firth. The BBC TV series, I think. I think that was it. My God. Hold on. Yeah, it was not the, yeah, I know for a fact it wasn't the, God damn it, the Keira Knightley one. Wow, that's funny that I said Natalie Portman. Keira Knightley. Oh, fucking episode 1. Yeah, which one was it? It wasn't... Yeah, 95. What's this? Yeah. Was it episodes? I guess you're right. It was 6 episodes. Yeah, this was it. Yeah, that was it. I didn't even know that was Colin Firth. God damn, that's funny. Oh, that was fun. Facts. On season finale of The Flash, I didn't know that different actor was playing Savitar, not Grant. Well, if we didn't see Grant, it's never Grant. That's a good rule of thumb there. Senior year may have been the easiest year of my life, considering I just graduated from it. Same. Lucky school ain't too hard. 10 years ago, I would have said literature, creative writing, filmmaking, which I did find fascinating. But in the last few years, I've been more interested in history and archaeology. That's a problem with me too. I always flip-flop. One of the reasons it took me so long to finish my degree was I also changed my major 3 times. Nah, bruh, I didn't know where Virginia was. You said East Coast, and Idaho ain't no East Coast. I'm gonna continue to roast you. Oh my God. You literally... Hold on. Ragu, I'm sorry, I skipped ahead of you for a second, but I did graphic design too. Hated my course, but finished it. Went back in my early 30s and did a 3-year illustration course. Best choice ever made. Loved it. That sounds cool. I would love that. It's just my graphic design teacher was a bitch. Like, my lord. Her fixation on things that didn't matter was astounding. To give you context too, she was also a member of the Porsche Club, and she would wear her Porsche merch all the damn time to class and park her car right at the front of the building just so you could see her Porsche. Jesus Christ. Wait, Virginia is in the east? Shit. Let me look at a map. Stop outing about. You literally messages ago said, I know Virginia's on the east coast. Christina, what the fuck? Oh my God, you are hilarious. You have been a delightful addition to these streams. Like, no joke, no lie. Oh my God. I know where Maine, Vermont, New Hampshire, Massachusetts, New York, Rhode Island, Connecticut, New Jersey, Maryland, Delaware, Pennsylvania, or Virginia are. Now I go to the fan. I don't know where every damn state is, but I mean, the capital is like in Virginia, so like I would hope most people know where that is. See, I know where all of the like I know all the Northeast, East Coast, Southeast. I know the West Coast, Northwest, and North-South states, and a little bit past. The middle, though, everything above Texas is just a blur to me. Online school is good, but it takes a lot of extra effort on your part to keep yourself on track. Dude, yeah, that's the problem with that. With me, when I had just like some stray online courses, my God, my self-motivation is dog shit. The pandemic messed me up. I was looking good with computer science, and then my peanut brain didn't show up to anything. Yeah, that's the thing, man. That's the thing. It was like for me, I prefer going, even though I hate it. I hate going it. I hate getting up. I hate driving there. I hate the whole thing about it. But for me to get the most, for me, this isn't the case for everybody, but for me, I need to be in a classroom to get the most out of what I'm supposed to be learning. Otherwise, I won't focus. And that's how my brain works. I did mine online, but yeah, don't waste the money. The government is trying to forgive student loans. Don't waste that money. The government is not trying to forgive student loans. Yeah, I don't have high hopes for any of that going through. I would love it. I would still have a shit ton of debt left. Like, even like the Biden forgiveness, even at its max, is like a dent. I wouldn't say a dent. It's a healthy kick in what I've got stocked up from my 9 years. But I'll take any help I can get at this point. Because at this point, there's no way I'm paying it off before I die. Unless YouTube really kicks off or something happens, man. I don't know. I'll be paying that off until I die. I have ADHD. I'd never finish an online course. No, I feel you on that. I feel you in that. I fail so hard in online studying. I need synchronized classes online where everyone shows up on a set time to study together. I feel you on that. They put me on small classes because of how bad I am at paying attention. Some of my classes are with one person and teacher. Right, he's the OG Nick Cannon. A pumper and dumper. What the fuck was this talking about? I don't know what this was in reference to. What the shit? Yeah, he popping them out. What the fuck are we talking about? What the fuck was this? I don't even remember this. They should probably call him Assassin because they were going to originally Spider-Man villain, and Stan Lee said, nah, Punisher sounds cooler. Yeah, that was a good decision. Oh, Ian's kids. Okay. I was like, what the fuck? The makes so much more sense now. Thank you, Christina. Dude, I loved it if the 20th Century Fox would establish that the Fox X-Men and Fox Fantastic Four were on the same Earth in a shared universe, seeing Hugh Jackman and Wolverine fight the Fantastic Four. That would have been cool. And Christina, at this point, you have to have some type of degree even for them to even look at you now. And then on top of it, they want you to have 10 plus years of experience in whatever bullshit they do. Yeah, I think I got lucky, man. Rebecca, but as I mentioned way earlier, it's getting really hard to find a job in my country without a college degree. That is not being a waitress. Not again. Or saleswoman. Seller? Yeah, I think the world right now is just a struggle to figure out any way out of the bottom pit, man. Whatever the word is for working in a book/clothes or whatever shop. Retail? Yeah. I feel ya. It took me a while, man. It took a lot of struggle and a lot of time. So let me approve messages for review. I haven't even seen any come up requiring review. Right? I don't know. Maybe it's being weird and fucky today. I'm also the youngest of 6. None of my siblings went to college, and they're a lot smarter and more successful than me. So it's not for everyone. Yeah, my brother beat me in the race. He almost finished before I did. But he didn't, thankfully. In the US, once you get a degree, you still have to go through the soul-crushing process of job hunting, because even though they say degrees will get you jobs, it's not a guarantee, and that's where I'm at. Yep.
It's very unfortunate too, Barry, because I have friends with 10 plus experience and they lost their jobs during the pandemic and now they can't get comparable pay without a piece of paper. That's fucked up. See, that's stupid right there. Nora defeated Savitar way too easy, in my opinion. I agree. It took Barry a whole year to defeat Savitar, and Nora defeated Savitar in like a few seconds. My only defense of that is Nora's got a lot more experience than Barry did when she first fought Savitar, and on top of that, Nora has abilities that Barry doesn't have, and Nora has also had all the years of collected knowledge from the future about a lot of his enemies. So she's got a lot of foreknowledge at her expense. That's one defense I have. It still happened way too fast and way too easy, though. Also, Cobalt Blue absorbed all the other speedsters, so he'd be way faster than all of them put together. And I think he was a little faster to begin with. Plus, Cobalt Blue absorbed a lot from the Speed Force. I told no lies with Dora the Explorer. I felt organic with Diego, but Dora was on dope. Yep. Nickelodeon never got to the episode where we find out Dora is really a 35-year-old psychotic woman from a Oh my lord. Didn't think about that, actually. I'll look it up. Thanks, Christina. Oh, what was that? Have you considered searching campuses posts for students similar with ADHD? I have a friend who is as well and found being open and forthcoming about it was very helpful. That's cool. I think a lot of colleges these days are a lot more open and a lot more accommodating than they used to be. At least they should be, especially with how, you know, the stigmas have shifted and all that. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Let's see. BBC. Yeah, this is where we were talking about that. No spoilers ever. Don't worry. However, but watch the scene by scene spoiler review of the Flash movie. It sounds good. The guy was talking about every scene, every second, and I thought it was cool. But gotta remember, another thing to remember is a lot of people that have seen the movie haven't seen the whole movie because they weren't allowed to see the entire movie. So they haven't seen everything, but we'll see. And there are so many amazing things this third of the year. For me personally, at least, Guardians 3, Jedi Survivor, Tears of the Kingdom, Across the Spider-Verse, Secret Invasion, Pikmin 4, Ahsoka. Yeah, dude, it's been a pretty jam-packed first quarter, minus like given we haven't had like any Marvel shows or anything like that. We've had some pretty solid films. Hoping Secret Invasion's solid. I'm not a Pikmin person, so I'll pass on that. I agree with everything else. Offended in British. I've been to Lime Park where they filmed that, and they have a giant Colin Firth in the lake. What? I need a picture of that. What? A what? How is there? What do you like a statue of Colin Firth just in the lake, or just a giant like the end of the Eternals? Like Colin Firth, like drowning in the lake. What are we talking about here? What the hell? And I like that you said offended in British, man. God damn, that's hilarious. Because I just imagined a bunch of fucking gobbledygook coming out of your mouth. Phrasing. Such a high stuffed and... Jesus, man. Sometimes I don't know if it's my brain or sometimes, like, the structure of your all sentences that frits my brain out sometimes. What is happening with my brain? I turned off. Like, it's gone. It just disappeared. Such a high stuffed in so few months. It's insane. So many, I think, so many good... I'm going to try and translate this. So many good things in such a short amount of time. Ba-bam. I think I did it. I think I did it. Correct me if I'm wrong, Ninjario. What are you looking at? It's not to me. Offended in British. I deserve it. He's literally 13 feet tall with his shirt unbuttoned. It's, something. Oh, okay. Good God. What? I'm going to have to see this. I'm going to have to look this up. The ADHD man. ADHD man. We grow bored too easily. Dude, mine's gotten so bad in recent years. That's what I'm afraid of, Sean. I'd be London, unknowingly mimicking accents, offending everybody. Dude, that's my biggest fear. Jesus. Dude, if I went to the UK, man, I would do it under my breath, but then, like, I have a bad habit, too, of not knowing how quiet I am. Or sometimes I'm not as quiet as I think I am. You know? Woo. Well, I did love the 3D design course I got. It was short, but really good. That's what she said. Trick exchange into the stream helps make it feel real. I have degrees in criminology and sociology, and I'm working a boring state job. I'm going back for computer forensics now, but I doubt my degree will match the career as well. It'll help, though. Hi, Christina, we love you here. As a European, I have no clue about any of those things that are going on in the States. It's difficult to be bored when Christina shows up. That is also true. Your graphic design teacher was Joey Tribbiani. It's a Porsche. God. Yeah, from that one episode where Joey didn't actually, in fact, own a Porsche. I do remember that, though. Yeah, she dressed just like Joey did in that episode. Most days. I agree, Christina's always entertaining when I'm watching. Oh yeah, dude. Exactly, Rebecca. I was doing the sign of the cross to try and remember the directions of a compass. If I ever get lost, I just throw myself in front of the bears and wolves. Holy shit. Oh my god, you are such a treat. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I have to do this when I'm like, which way was left and right? Because why does this help? Why does look at my hands help when I'm just existing, you know? I'd be like, right. Why? But I just imagine you'd be like, and you're just trying to do a compass thing, and someone's over here with like, the fuck are they praying for? Oh my god. Oh, I just got off a grueling shift. I'm so happy that Spider-Verse was a win since Peter doesn't have a good book right now. Yeah, it was so good. So 2 north, down south, left I was right, east was west. Good job. Good job. You win. Oh, thanks. Just awkwardly being myself. And we love you for it. Not to be that person, but college is pretty much free here. I don't, but I lament that. Thank God, it seems like a nightmare when Americans talk about it. So money is not a part of my hesitation. That is a relief I wish I could experience, because I'm gonna, like I said, without assistance, my monthly payment is supposed to be $1,200 a month. No, I can't do that. Most people can't do that. So, I mean, I'm on an income-driven repayment plan, but at that rate, I don't understand how I could ever pay it off. I don't know. So, I don't know what's gonna happen, man. There's no winning. Do U.S. student loans work the same as the UK, where if you move to another country for more than 5 years, loans go bye-bye? I'll have to look into that, dude. I will flee to Canada if that would get me out of it, dude. What the shit? I like the Fantastic Four movies with Chris Evans and had good chemistry, but cheesy lines. It was way better than the movie they called Fanforstic. I've still never seen Fanforstic. Maybe you should do a reaction to it. Or is it too boring? I don't know. I've heard mixed things about it. I signed up the last month to do a course to catch up and prep for college entry tests, but my God, am I having a hard time going through it. That's my biggest fear now anymore. If I try to go back into anything or anything like that, like, I don't know what I would score in any of these tests these days. You know? I don't know. Not because the course is hard, but online schooling is certainly. I wish on The Flash that Barry can get the legends out of prison. I wish there was at least just like a line saying what happened, and that was at least something. I'm the first generation of I'm the first of my generation to go to college. I'm also the only one without a criminal record, so that's fun. I've got a couple of cousins and 2 siblings. Yeah, I was the first in my family to go to college as well, like even across my cousins and all of that too. But my brother followed suit.
Again, he follows right behind me and does everything else just better. But I'm the smart one. It's okay. I'm the street smart one. That's fucking a lie too. Goddamn. I'm the art kid. I'm the art kid in the family. Most degrees have been proven to be useless. 9 times out of 10, you'll find a better candidate with 0 college education. And then they'll overlook them more than likely. Secret Invasion looks good. I hope it is. Where is that I can go when I'm there next week? Oh, where's that? Because when you're going to London. Asking Robotka. She said Lynn Park, I think. I don't know where that is, but I think that's the place. Google Maps. So you're a British Robotka. For Superman and Lois, I really enjoyed John talking with Clark at the end. He's growing up, he's de-escalated Clark's anger, and he kept his head. Yeah, that scene was really good. I really, really loved that scene. And yeah, that was some mature, just level-headed talking. He was like, no, and yes, and no, but this and that, and Dad, chill. And Clark was so disarmed by it, he was like, you could tell, like, at that point, he was just like, his brain was like, he wanted to be mad. He was prepared to be mad, and he just didn't know how to properly respond next. So he was like, can I have my keys? I love that scene. Read the next message, sausage. Rude. June about to be packed. Spider-Verse, Flash, Transformers, Indy, same month, so hyped for all of them. Yeah, movies, we got a lot going on. Oh my god, Omni, you should Google it. I did, it looks so funny. Alright, hold on. I'll just do it right now. Colin Firth statue. Was it Hyde Park or Lime Park? Oh my lord. Why? That is grotesque. Why would you do this? Oh my god. Anyway, Brain left room. Yeah, I did. So Eddie Thawne, Cobalt Blue, like he's a future villain of Barry because Barry said to him that they would always be at odds. Always fighting on opposite sides. Too bad we may not see it. It's true. He doesn't even look like Colin Firth. He definitely does not. We broke Michael. I don't know if you all broke me or I broke me. Rip Omni's brain. Feels like Vegeta. Character enemy help. Enemy. I can see that. I can definitely see that. LeVar Burton has a park named after him in Sacramento. Reading Rainbow got him all the awards. I forget LeVar Burton was involved with that, to be honest. I know him from so many other things. But that's cool. That's really cool. You know the one weird... I don't know what's weirder, to be honest. Honestly, I think this Colin Firth thing, just because of how goofy it is. You know, the revelation that the Rocky statue exists, but then that in New Mexico, that like 2 or 3 years ago, they erected bronze statues of Jesse and Walt from Breaking Bad. And I'm just like, part of me is like, I get it in the sense because that show has contributed so much to the economy of Albuquerque that it's insane, one, and it's this huge accomplishment in just art and storytelling. But at the end of the day, it's a monument for 2 fictional drug dealers / murderers. It's a little weird, but cool. I want to go see it. The alcohol started tasting like alcohol and it hit the brain. I am indubitably a British robot. May it rest in pieces. And my stupid expressive face can't hide my inner thoughts. That's how gummies hit. Out of nowhere, brain no longer functions. I'm constantly bored, which is why I have 50 million thought processes. I'm pretty sure I'm diagnosed because my mom thought pills thought were, wait, oh, wait, no, wait. I don't know what this sentence is supposed to mean. Now I'm a little lost there. I'm pretty sure I'm diagnosed because my mom thought pills. Yeah, I'm lost on the last part of that sentence where that went. Left hand has the L finger thumb. Exactly. I honestly forgot about that trick. Left and right, what's forward and back, what's up and down. ATSV was a huge surprise to me, but it was literally perfect. I agree. Left hand makes the L. That's all I need to know. What? How the Spider-Man cross the Spider-Verse have higher IMDb rating compared to The Dark Knight? Honestly, probably because it's a better movie. I mean, I love The Dark Knight, but I think this is a better movie. I don't know. Hot take? I don't know. Maybe? Can you pour Peter Parker's parents pickle pork? Sometimes I make an L with my left hand to know which way left is. Learned that from the show Jericho, which is hilarious considering left in French doesn't even start with the letter L. That is kind of funny. They're also very not comparable, those two movies, by the way, but it is what it is. What's up, Irving? How your day so far? Good. How about yourself? See, when you start having this thing called a seed, it acts like a chastity belt for student loans. Because a child and a student loan is asking too much. In 4 years, they are going to have to catch me. That's fair. That is a good, solid point. Maybe a drinking game to really bad movies. You and a few other YouTubers get together and take shots for ridiculousness. Oh, that could be fun. I've thought about doing something similar to that just like by myself, but that's not bad. Also, because I still haven't actually done anything with this Hot Ones case, still try to figure out a good way to incorporate that into something. Like, as a punishment, I have to go up a step in hotness or some shit. I don't know. Haven't played Street Fighter 6 yet. No, I have not. I'm still been chronically playing at every inch of the day, minute of the day, and inch. Jedi Survivor, trying to get all the achievements and trying my best to get around some of these stupid near game-breaking bugs. I would say Fanforstic is 70% boring. There's like 2 fight scenes, a lot of talking, and Ben and Sue never meet. Really? What the fuck? I'm excited for Deadpool 3 filming now. Hugh Jackman is back as a Wolverine. I've never come back. We've said this. We've talked about this. Do you have like a... I'm not trying to be mean, but like sometimes, like, do you have like a list of copy and paste responses for multiple different chats? Because sometimes it's almost like the exact same wording as the last time you've said it. But I love you, Daniel. Even if you're your own breed of fan. But yeah, it is exciting. He did say he would never come back, but here he is. Here he is. No, I'm with you. The entry test terrifies me. The fact that I suck at anything related to math doesn't help. Your stupid stream keeps crashing my phone. Well, tell your phone to get good, scrub. To eat, pray, and find some lovin'. And then try to steal Tom Hiddleston or Harry Lloyd. I'm not picky. Harry Lloyd. I don't even know who that is. Harry Lloyd. That is not... Damn it, Google. I don't know who this is. Yeah, I don't know who that is. He looks very similar to Tom Hiddleston, though, in the face. Okay, now I gotta Google. Oh my. Even smart people can be dumb. So true. Oh, hell no. Did you find the whatchamacallit? The Colin Firth statue? Star-Lord in a nutshell. Clark speeding into the house with tickets had my heart. Yes, mine too. That was so good. I bring so much joy. I'm into hardwood, but I'll pass. Oh my lord. That's an insult to that actor when he was young and sexy. That is true.
My photos with that monstrosity are a prized possession. I can imagine. I'll get the wood joke now. Part of it for me is the wet shirt clinging to him. Why? I really miss Batwoman. That end of season 3, that guy that killed the people on the Gotham News, we still don't know who that is. And apparently it doesn't matter because they didn't bring it up at all and everything's fine and Gotham's fine and Batwoman's fine and yeah, so whatever it was, whoever it was, it didn't last. Just rewatched the Oliver Queen episode in Flash Season 9. Oh my gosh, it's easily the best episode of that season. On my way to rewatch Arrow. I 100% agree with you. I keep thinking there's a number on my messages, but nope, I keep forgetting to add them. No, it's not. I don't know what this was for, this response. It's an atrocity for our eyes. Oh. That was to Rebecca. I gotta keep the shtick up. It is art. And you responded, no, it is not. It is something. It's an atrocity for our eyes. Could it be a scarecrow? Yeah, it's to ward off Colin Firths. Can't compare the two right now. I like Across the Spider-Verse more than Dark Knight. Both are perfect movies anyway. Maybe if he looked like Colin, I'd be into that. That's a good point. That's why the French suck. I kid. Don't guillotine. The hottest of takes out here. I think it's due to how much more universally enjoyable Across the Spider-Verse is. It's not dark, it's not gritty, and it keeps people from watching it? I don't know. My smooth brain. My brain smooth. Brain smoothie. Pretty good. Me. I know, Rebecca, don't worry. Dylan is in trouble, loves to punish himself by reacting to bad movies. That is also true. But he's funny enough to elevate those bad movies. I don't think I am. I'm not a witty comedian kind of quippy guy. I have my dumb, corny dad jokes every now and then, but I'm kind of here just to exist and give my stance on things at times. I don't know. Am I funny? I don't think I'm funny. It's hilarious. My way of feeling left from right is the side of the road I drive on. Don't do that over here. I don't think that Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse is going to make a lot of money at the box office as Super Mario Brothers movie. No, I don't see this movie making as much anywhere near the Super Mario Brothers movie, but I think it's going to do well. I haven't watched Across the Spider-Verse yet, but I would say Into the Spider-Verse is a better movie to the Batman. That's not a slight. Yeah, I can agree with that. Here's a hot take. Purple's not a real collar. What's the logic on that? Or is this just a rando lols kind of joke? Guess who's back? That movie was awesome. Hell yeah. Greatest video game movie I've ever seen. Oh yeah, right. Mario. Damn, we've been going on so long that you saw that movie and you're back. To be fair, that movie's like an hour 30. Under an hour 30, something like that. So makes sense. We're almost at 2.5 hours, so I shouldn't be that surprised. Thing is, The Dark Knight is gray because it's a good film and the perfect live-action adaptation of Batman. But Spider-Verse is like watching a comic book. Agreed. On the Spider-Man thing. Your stupid stream keeps crashing my phone. Again, tell your phone to get good, scrub! Sue and Ben are on camera together, but they never speak nor look at each other the whole movie. That's so fucking weird. What are you hoping to see next week during Summer Games Fest? I hope some Kingdom Hearts 4 shit. I don't expect to get anything this year, though, to be honest. I just would like to. But that's my biggest hope. Something for that, maybe a little more Spider-Man. Maybe an actual gameplay look at the new Mortal Kombat would be cool. I don't know. Some nice little surprises would be fun. Ben doesn't talk to Johnny either. Victor from Arcane. Oh, is that who played? Oh, he's in Game of Thrones too, apparently. Okay. See, I don't know. I didn't recognize him, so Yeah, Victor's like low-key one of my favorite characters in that show, man. Just so much sympathy. I gotta type white and British. Wait, huh? I got a type. Oh, okay. I thought you meant literally type. Because then my brain was like, what does that mean? And it's like, I know like some people talk white, and then I was thinking because you were going to London and talking about making fun of their accents, you were going to talk British. So I thought you were trying to find a way to type white and type British. But you have a type talking about the actors you listed: brain, dumb, wine, in. Mouth. God damn. But hey, it's not a bad type to have. They're both not too bad. But if we're playing in that court, I'll do you one right now. Like fucking Idris Elba, man. That man. I'm straight, but that man. Let's see. Victor. See, everybody knew it was Victor. By everybody, I judged that off of 2 people telling me it was Victor. That's how my brain works. Ryan Reynolds not being allowed to improv is insane. Yeah, that's scary to me. I'm hoping, since he was a writer on it or whatever, that he was good enough to write his best quips into the script. But like, I don't know. That's rough, because a lot of the flavor comes from just stuff that just comes off the cuff, and I wish they would wait. I know why they're not, but I wish they could wait. Ryan Reynolds can improv, though. Love rewatching Arrow. He's a writer on DP3, and with that writer strike going on, he can't improv. Exactly. White a British. I guess my dream of Superman Lois spinoff called Batman and Robin starring Warren Christie just isn't going to happen. I mean, it's never going to happen, but especially now, given the CW is dead. Yeah, more than likely. British. That's just British. Deceased in British. I'm curious what that sounds like or looks like. Other than, suck it, the war. Anyway. Hot take, I miss roller rinks. I kinda do too. I low-key do as well. Repel Women 2, because the only thing that is wet looking at his shirt. I just got what you meant. You're funny when you're making the joke and are the joke. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll prefer if I am the funny than I be funny. You shut your mouth, Sean. It's violet, the scientific true color name, correct name. Technically, violet's a different color than purple. Purple and violet are separate colors. Anyway. Technically, the only colors are green, blue, and red. Every other color is a combination of the two. That is true. If we're talking light, if we are talking the light spectrum, RGB is, yes, a combination of all the other colors. Or, if we're talking the light spectrum, technically white is the source of all colors, black is the absence of all colors. So you shed white into the different spectrums, and then there is the spectrum of light, which, what, 7? I think 7? There are 7 colors that white creates, and then everything else is a shade or absence of those colors. But if you're going with lighting, there's the RGB standard, which you can also fuse into RGBY or RGBYB. But if you're doing additive colors, it's red, blue, yellow. Color theory. Hot take, purple is the only real color. Sorry, the only really color. Actually, purple isn't a real color. He's right. There's only 3 real prime colors, red, blue, and yellow, and purple is just red and blue together. See, that's the other spectrum. Yes, I know what you mean. But it's still a color that is created from those 2.
It is just not the source of said color. Pink is the best. Dark Knight is great, but the comic book accuracy is nothing compared to Spider-Verse 2. Pink is goated. Mortal Kombat 1 gameplay is what I want to see, because that's confirmed. But I think you were getting more Spider-Man, you're crazy. Sony don't like sharing. That is true. We won't get anything from Sony there. More than likely, it'll probably be held off for another state of play. You think the Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 is going to make $1 billion at box office? What's it at right now? What's it at right now? Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 box office. Wow. At this point, probably not. It's a 752 million. So I doubt it. It would have to have some weird spur, or they have to keep it in for a couple of other months. So yeah, I don't know. So I do correct my street pharmacist and ask for the violet kush instead of the purple variety. Hey, that's up to you to try. Give it a go, see what happens. Experiment and let us know. I tried rewatching the pilot of Arrow and it's kind of a slog. Lots of exposition. The pilot of The Flash, while still loaded with exposition, is a much better pilot. I don't know. I really like both, but that's a fair criticism. I think Arrow takes a little bit to build, where The Flash is kind of already starting in the middle of something. So that's fair. That's fair. It's the accent, man. The accent always does you in. God damn it, I can't talk right now. The Real Reject stream is still going. Yes, it is. I mean, I don't know. I haven't checked, but yeah. It was going like 45 minutes before I started, and I imagine it's still going now. Because they will run forever, and they will take up all of my airtime every time. God damn it. So I appreciate you all who are actually here. Christina, you have seen, Jesus Christ. Christina, have you seen the hottest accents TikTok video? Fucking burger. I need to see this video. I don't think I've seen this video. I don't watch TikTok anymore. I only really watch it when I'm posting my own stuff. Or sometimes I watch some of other people, but I don't open it if only just to post my TikToks. Or when some video commentator on YouTube we watch talks about something that happened or somebody did, whatever. He's my favorite character: white British, white European, white Italian, white American, spicy whites. I don't know why you kept saying that. It started getting me into one of those, like, I don't know, the way my cadence when I started reading it got me into that headspace of like those announcers that would talk about like those Sunday afternoon like showdowns at the rink or whatever, or it's like, come out Saturday, coming down to the big hot, it's going to be all monster truck rally. God, that's where my brain went with that. Sorry. That's hilarious. So, God damn it. Fuck, dude, my face hurts right now. Nah, Tom Hardy is way prettier for a Brit. He's got that rugged, like, you're not sure what he's thinking half the time kind of attractiveness. He's like a little dangerous, but a little sensitive. I don't know. I can't wait for Lex Luthor to appear on Superman Lois Season 3. We already had Lex on Supergirl, but it's a different one for Earth Prime. Can we please get back John Cryer? Oh, they've already cast him. There's a trailer for Lex Luthor that came out a few months ago. His announcement was made. The casting announcement was made before the season even started. Ugh. But yeah, I'll just say it. It's not John Cryer, just so you're not freaking out when it comes out. But I'll just be surprised who it is. I'm straight, but that man. That's what I'm saying. Thank you, Christina. But I've got a celebrity crush right now, and on Oliver Stark. And am I just getting old? And it's like half the time people are saying names, I'm like, who the fuck is that? Me and my wife have the same celebrity hall passes: Ryan Reynolds and God damn it, Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. Well, that's scandalous. You just want to swing with Ryan Reynolds and his wife, right? That's the right two people, right? God damn it.
Yes, okay. I had to double check myself for a second. I was like, hold on, wait a minute. Yeah. I was playing Red Dead Redemption 2. I still need to finish it, man. Idris Elba doesn't count. That man is too good. Fantastic Four 2015 is the worst superhero movie ever made. Worse than Morbius. What is it? Is it worse than Catwoman? Hear me out. Tom Holland, I think is who you mean. Right? We are the bi-power couple. Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, there you go. You corrected yourself. Barry, you know I did. The thirst is real. I'm always known I prefer to swirl. I'm all dark chocolate. I got in the sun. I start to melt. Seriously, I'm a puddle of the icky sticky. Fuck, dude. Oh, I'm laughing so hard, I'm sweating. Chris Evans is more like Chris Hef. Holy shit, dude. I remember when Bane, Roz, and Talia were race bent to white, and it was fine. But it's an issue when it's done to white characters nowadays. I roll. Hold on, wait, what? Oh, right. I see what you mean. Everybody was fine with it before when it's this way, but nobody's fine when it's the other way. Yeah, weird how that works, right? Iris can break breads. None of us stand a chance. So true. I love rewatching Arrow 2. I love how the villains go from Dark Archer to Deathstroke to Prometheus to Richard Dragon. Wish they did Ra's al Ghul or Damien Dark as a seasoned villain. That's true. I still really like their Ra's, man. I really did like the way they did Ra's. And Damien worked once he got away from that, I think. Whoa, shut my mouth for what I did is due Christina. What did I is due Christina? Those are words. Artman, activated. Oliver Stark, I see you. Not my cup of tea, but I bet you I won't pass him. Hey, without a jiggle. I don't even know how to translate. I bet you I won't pass him. Pay without a jiggle. I don't know what that means. I have an idea what it means, but I don't know if I can like verbalize it. I don't know. Translate! Christina, help! I'm innocent. Chris Heavens. Chris Pine is the superior Chris. Justice for Pine. Someone's pining for Chris Pine. I like Chris Pine. Best Chris? Yeah, I think I might be able to agree with that. Just depends on my mood, I guess. Tom Cruise doesn't look 60. He doesn't. It's probably all that occult shit he's into. Hot take. Black and white combined to create gray. Greatest color. You were hating on purple. That's my third favorite color. That is the current color of my new PC. These lights. Not the actual PC, but the lights. Dude, I love purple. Also, Revan's lightsaber color. Primary lightsaber color. Purple. Favorite color is red, but purple is, depending on my mood, second or third. Ugh. He wasn't my cup of tea either, but he's a main in 911, so the more I see him, the more I'm into him. More like gray test color. Haha. Haha, color isn't real. How about that? Recently, he's getting too big. Dude needs to chill with the exercises. There definitely is a too big. In both senses. Hot take. We ear colors and see sounds. Lol. Nothing is real. Hot take. How is 911? I haven't watched it in years. It's a good show. I just fell out. Guardians is still a hit, though. It is still a hit. It is a major hit. Hot take. Berry isn't a berry, but a vegetable. Well, technically, it's a bear, as in a grizzly bear. is the thing. Now, is the star Barry? You know, that is a good point. When we refer to Barry, most people type it out as it Barry, like the bear part. But there is also a second Barry in the name. Now, ponder that. Hot take, black, white, hot, pink are the ultimate punk combo. You have to be really confident no matter what you are to pull off hot pink. I used to have a, man, I used to have like a pink polo and a t-shirt that was hot pink. But I don't know what happened to them. One of them I got because like one of the families of friends of mine was running for a like a county position here, and their last name was Dick, so it said "Vote Dick" on it, and I thought that was funny, so I got that in hot pink. Don't know what happened to it though. Hot take: our reality is a construction of the mind. I'll send it to you. I think you did. I think you sent me something. The Rearrange Extreme has been 3 hours long, and they're trying to steal your views, man. Hot take: by the time Ani reads this, it'll be a cool take. It's been actually 7 minutes. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. So from when you sent it to when I read it. So that's not too bad. Still good. Know when you stop watching, but I really love it. It's been canceled by Fox and picked up by ABC. So gotta wait for next year to see how that's gonna go. There's my favorite Arrowverse show. Agreed. Best characters, fights, and rivalries between heroes and villains. I also agree. Hot take. Hot takes are really cold takes. Is Fast X a box office failure because of the budget of Fast X is $340 million, and the movie only made $551 as the box office? Well, it depends on how much they spent on marketing, because otherwise they still would have made a profit. It just depends on how much their marketing budget was. Which, based on most expenses, they may have made a little money. Maybe. Sentiment, please ignore the top tweet. Okay. Omni's brain really isn't working today. Yeah, hey, it's more fun like that, right? You know, it's more fun when I can't get my shit together, I feel like. It's good energy, good vibe. Halle Berry and Catwoman was a tragedy. I can't unsee it. You want to know the first thing I saw Halle Berry in? Swordfish. And I only watched Swordfish because I knew of that scene in Swordfish. And I only rented that movie for that scene in Swordfish. I don't even know if Swordfish is even a good movie. All I remember from that movie is the one scene. Oh my god. Oh, dude. I was like, I don't remember how old I was, but I rented that movie and fast forwarded until I found that one moment. Woo. I want some of what Christina is smoking. Dude, me too. And I've never smoked a damn thing in my life. That's not true. I've taken a hit, but I don't remember if I don't think I even did it right. I didn't feel anything, so I don't think I did it right. That was the first night I ever got drunk, so I also don't remember my faculties at the time. I maybe have not even done it correctly, but I've for a fact never been high on anything. However, I mean, unless you count a weird trip I had when I took some Ambien when I was having a real bad week getting like sleep, like to the point where I had to be prescribed a sleep aid. I did have an issue with that. Let's see. What's your opinion of Peaky Blinders? I've only seen the first episode. I have not committed to further than that. So I don't even remember much of the first episode. I don't even know if I finished the first episode, to be fair. If you don't, do you think Cillian Murphy will finally get his long-awaited Oscar in Oppenheimer? He's a great actor, man. I like him a lot, mostly for his name, and he's a cool dude. And by cool dude, I mean attractive man. But yeah, I like him a lot. From 28 Days Later to Batman to all kinds of other shit to the Red, even like the Red Line. what was it called? Red Eye, not Red Line. That's a diner down the road. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen Peaky Blinders. I wanted to watch him because he was in it and Sam Neill was in it, but I haven't committed to it yet. But I'm really, really looking forward to Oppenheimer. Passing by, what it did, baby boo. It's a boy, Snoop Dogg. Oh, okay. Now hear me out. Stephen Amell. Dude, Stephen Amell is my Canadian daddy. Just putting that out there. He's my Canadian daddy. Hands down. Cannot be teached. Touched. Let's see. He does way too many pull-ups for me not to think he's attractive. That's also true. You put him in front of a salmon ladder man, and he's just got to take his shirt off and do it. I like Chris Pine too, aside from when he's acting, because he can't do that. Oh, the birds. What? He's a good actor. He just has a very specific way of playing certain characters. Nah, man, it's Hemsworth. Evans, Pine, then Pratt. Oh, Evans. I forgot about Evans. I wasn't even thinking about Evans in that match. So Evans is probably my favorite Chris. If I had to pick a Chris. He's always shirtless. Catwoman was awful. So was Barbed Wire. Tank Girl was a thing. Spawn was also a thing in the 90s. Not all comic movies are great. But is it better than Fan Four Stick? That was the question. My question was Fan Four Stick worse than Catwoman? I would like Chris Pine in the MCU as Cyclops. I could see it, but I'd want somebody younger if we're introducing the X-Men. Wait, what? I gave on Arrow after season 7, but isn't Richard Dragon supposed to be a good guy? I don't know. But he was, I think the name might have gotten mixed up there. It's Ricardo Diaz is who he is. Yeah, I think somebody got the names mixed up, because he's Ricardo Diaz. He's known as the Dragon. I don't know where Richard Dragon came from, but I knew what they had meant when they said that, so that's why I didn't go into it. But yeah, he plays Ricardo Diaz. His villain name is Dragon. I mean, is he known as the Dragon in the comics, or is that... Who's Richard Dragon? Yeah, that's a character, but I think that's a completely different character. An alias Richard Dragon. His name is Richard Drakonovsky. Wow, that's pointed. Yeah, those are different characters. I heard who plays Lex Luthor on Superman and Lois is a guy from Walking Dead. Saw it on social media. It is Michael Cudlitz. Curious to see how that goes. Plot twist: Spot is actually Cruella. That would be an interesting one. Hot take: Legend Season 2 is my favorite season of Arrow. The Legion of Doom is my favorite Arrowverse season villains. It's been a long time since I've seen those seasons, so I'd have to go check this out. Legends Season 2 is my favorite season of Arrow. That's an interesting way to phrase that. I haven't seen it in so long, I need to see what you mean. Or did you mistype? Coughs, dork. Not Arrow. Okay, there we go. Correction. I'm sorry, did you say something, Sean? It sounded like, yeah. Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pine, Chris Pratt, Chris Wood. Chris Wood is also another really good Chris. I do like me some Chris Wood. Phrasing? Legends Season 2 is my favorite season of Legends. It's a tough one. That's a tough one. I don't know. It's either one or two. Guess you heard about Danny Masterson. Yikes, Hyde will never be mentioned again. Oh, was there an update? I assume, based on this message, he probably lost his court case and is going to prison. Yep, update. Convicted. Yup. Found guilty. Yeah, they might mention Hyde, but he ain't coming back. That's for sure. Barry is unbearable. Chris Pine does nothing for me. He's cute, but the girls don't even clear their throat when he's on screen. Midnight Blue is the best. That's fair. He's got a different vibe to him. Time isn't real. That's true. To be fair, it was cool. It was cool to begin with, I take. Michael would agree with you, Sean. Sometimes. But sometimes so am I. So it's okay. It evens out. I mean, there's only so much women can take. I'm not saying shit. Anyway. Smooth, Christian. Very smooth. What's up, Marcus? Again. What's up, man? Love Swordfish. Oof. Also, Reverse Flash of Season 2 of Legends is a definitive Reverse Flash portrayal. Matt Letcher of Tom Cavanaugh. We're talking Reverse Flash portrayals. I can agree. And to certain extents. Swordfish is good. Watched X2 a few nights ago, and you know what? I actually kind of miss the OG X-Men. Omni, would you want a complete recast or just keep the Fox X-Men? At this point, recast. Looks like you took... Sounds like you took a hit. It sounds like you didn't inhale. I coughed. Like, it made me cough. Like when I did. Because I did fuck up the first time, I think, for sure. And I tried again, and I coughed vehemently. So I don't know. But again, I was also pretty drunk. I was conscious. I remember all of it. But I was sloshed. Gummies and edibles are the way to go, but gotta be careful. They sneak up on you and don't smoke because I don't know how to inhale. But in edibles, I've had some misadventures. See, I've never gone... one day, maybe when I'm like 40, I'll finally have some experience if they ever legalize any of this shit here. Or I move, whichever happens first. Ambien highs, good enough. Okay, here's the story. So this is when I was still dating my ex-wife. Here's some tea, I guess. Not really, because that's not important to the story. So I was having a rough time sleeping. My doctor gave me Ambien. I'd never had it before. And I took it, laid down, and what happened here? So this is so cringy. Anyway, so took it, laid down, everything seemed fine. I remembered, I'd like a glass of water. I'm a little thirsty, just in case. I immediately got up. I stood back up. So I laid completely flat down. And I think this is where I fucked up. So this was like, I think I maybe took it like 20 minutes before I laid down, or maybe it was 10 minutes ago. I don't know. Some time has passed since it had entered my system. I laid down. I was like, oh, a glass of water would be nice. I stood up, and immediately, everything in the room started swirling and flickering different colors. Like you would see on TV, like the weird, like, haha, we're tripping kind of stuff that they would do. Everything was flashing between red, green, purple, orange, and all this stuff, and just started swoobling. And I got up to my feet, and I couldn't keep myself up. So I just fell forward onto my desk, holding myself up by my arms because I couldn't really feel my legs. And my brother was just walking past the hall, and I was like, dude, are you okay? And I was just like, can you get me some water? He brought me a water. I didn't even drink it. I sat it down. I, again, couldn't bend my legs. I had no leg strength at all. So, like, I just kind of, like, fell back into my bed, and it felt like I never hit the bed. It was the weirdest thing in the world. So, like, it felt like I fell through my bed and just kept falling. And then when I hit the bottom, I woke up the next morning. There was no dream.
There was no mist. There was no nothing. I just fell into an abyss, and it was the next morning. Scariest shit in my life, dude. Oh my God. After that point, I never consumed another full Ambien again. Actually, after that, I didn't take one again unless I halved it or I quartered it. God, that was scary. I think they gave me a generic one after that because they were like, this one might have been too strong. God, that was scary. That's the closest thing to like an effect I've had that hasn't been intentional, I guess, is the way to look at it. Anyway, can't believe we talked about white British men and nobody brought up Henry Cavill. Fuck, you're right. God damn. How did we miss that? I've never smoked. I've inhaled smoke, but I've never been high from jokes. Just always high. I've had like, I guess like you can have like, I've definitely had like, you laugh so much there's a bit of a high you get from it. That's a thing. That's for sure. I get high off air because it's self. Salmon ladder, pants off. God damn, what the fuck, Duver? Well, they are state-grown gummies. I smoke sometimes, but I try to cut back, and these surprising highs is what you get right now. Hell yeah, you can have them. Haven't seen Across the Spider-Verse yet. Check out my review. Canadian Daddy, huh? Teached as well. Is Fast X really going to beat Super Mario Brothers at box office? No, not even close. It's definitely not. It definitely hasn't. Mario Brothers is over $1 billion right now. Pines, Henworth, then O'Donnell. Another Chris. Though I would say O'Donnell doesn't compete at all for anybody else, though. In acting talent, Pines by far the best Chris. I don't know. I'd put Chris Pine up there with Chris Evans. If we're talking acting chops. Barry has nothing to do with lots of hugging bears from Toy Story, does she? Smelled like strawberries. He's also terrifying and Barry seems nice. That's also an interesting connection. I had to rank Chris Evans, Pines, Pratt, Wood. Richard Dragon in the comics. Thank you, Summer. These are 6 hours of what the fuck. But I'm also so happy to be alive. You know, all I got here hugs. The 50th time throwing the chat. Cause that would be real life. Catwoman is worse than Fan Four Stick. Okay, interesting. There are two Richard Dragons. One is the superhero pre-52, one is the other is a villain named Ricardo Diaz, aka the Dragon. So then is he still technically Richard Dragon? I don't know. Diaz is supposed to be Richard Dragon. Just nerfed to hell and not called his name. But in the comics too, though, Ricardo Diaz is a separate comic book character than Richard Dragon. Is what I'm saying. I don't want young X-Men. Please no. I will rage if they do that. I'm not talking like kids. I mean like not in their 40s or 50s is what I'm saying. I've never seen Fan Four Stick, so I can't tell you. I stopped putting my money into things I knew or know I'm not going to like. Same. First appearance, Richard Dragonovsky, Dragon's Fist novel. Ricardo Diaz, Green Arrow, number 23, October 2013. Okay, fair enough. I'll take it. Same character, just adapted. Okay, gotcha. Catwoman gets her parents by a giant cat beeping in her face. John Halley got the job because someone wanted to see her in leather. Fair, but could they have tried with that script? She did not need to forget how to act. That is also true on all statements. And if they were going to put her in leather, at least have her do something sexy. None of what she did was sexy in that either. Like, I know they were trying to thirst trap people, I think, with that version of Catwoman. But did anyone really find any of it other than her physical appearance attractive in that? Like, cause her meowing and acting like a cat and drinking milk off of somebody, I'm sorry, that's not doing it for me. I don't know anymore. Though, you don't know. I mean, burping, but it's still stupid. Looked it up, Ricardo Diaz is Richard Dragon's apprentice who usurped his identity. Okay, cool, fair enough. I wonder if I sit on someone's face if I'll get powers. You will have a power over that person, probably. One can only wish, Christina. Oh my God, Christina. Absolutely, you are a wild card, man. I would say contextually, Fantastic Four and Catwoman are equally bad. They both take the wrong thing from the era they were made in. That is so. Masterson's facing 30 years. Well, yeah, shit. I mean, he did the deed. he did the deed. He do the time. I don't have sympathy for anybody that does shit like that, man. Getting powers by sitting on someone's face. If you're in the boys universe, you'll kill that person. Probably. Chris Wood, he can come to the barbecue. Hell yeah. Plus he's funny, he can sing, he can dance, he's got abs, and he's just got a great little smile. Oh, Melissa Benoist. They are just a handsome couple. But yeah, you lost. That's true. Time is how you perceive the fourth dimension. Well, they died doing the thing they loved. That is true. It'd be more like Bellicles, low climax, suddenly I can fly, disappear. Depending on the performance, definitely disappear. Speaking for yourself. Let's be honest, Michael Fassbender carried those last few X-Men movies. Him and Evan Peters. Yes. I'd say James McAvoy too. I'd say that. I don't know what this was. Okay, Bill. Buffering. Beep beep. I'd say Fassbender was barely in the last one, but was that Dark Phoenix? Correct. McAvoy carried that movie on his back. I love morally gray portrayals of Professor X. Agreed. I told you, when I'm 85, just put heroin in an IV and let me get addicted until I go off happily. Thank you much. Oh my Lord. Jesus. Oh my God, did you see that video with the woman and her measuring tape talking about the lengths and how over 8 inches I think most women would be in a hospital or something? It was so funny. No, I don't know what you're talking about, but I am curious. Let's see. This was Ambien. Yes, that was all from Ambien. Water baby. Yeah. Weed, and even for medicinal purposes, is still illegal here. So I've only been high once. I've told some not very nice people what I thought of them. They spun it that I was mean, but I was right. Fair enough. What's up, Sixy? Just saw Across the Spider-Verse. Won't spoil anything, but it was amazing. I agree. It's quite the side effects story. Jeez, maybe stay away from weed. You'll be calling the cops saying you're dead and time is moving slow. Okay, this is a fun story. It's not my story, though. I was involved in a way. So, no joke. When I was in college, me and all my best friends, we got a dorm unit together. We played all of our cards and pulled all the strings right to where we all had our own little dorm corner in the towers on campus. So my buddy, and like, you know, like the flu can get you really fucked up when it's bad. So one night, our buddy, my best friend, he was bad, man. He was fevering, sweating, all the stuff. So one night, our college was in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, and the most entertaining thing we could do some nights is just play video games or go to Walmart on a Tuesday and see what new movies came out. It was Tuesday, it was movie night. Me and my other roommate, we went to Walmart to go see what is now in stock, and it was like after midnight or something like that, so they were restocking so we could see what all the new arrivals were. We come back to find out he woke up in the middle, our friend woke up in the middle of the night, had a fever dream, quite literally, because he was like 100 degrees plus with his fever, and he woke up and he thought he had killed and murdered us and hid our bodies, but that we weren't there, and that he had been running up and down the hallways, banging on people's doors, also trying to find us. In the dorm room. And he recollected most of it to us. And one person opened the door and he was just babbling nonsense. And he said his immediate reaction when the guy opened the door and asked him what the fuck he wanted was, in his head, he's like, I imagined giving him a spin kick. but he couldn't move his body. So he just stood there, partially hunched, staring at this guy until he just left. And then he just said, I don't know where they are. I'm just going to go back to bed, figure it out in the morning. So he went back to bed. We come back. He's asleep. We had no idea any of this happened until we found out later. It was so funny, man. Is this the guy I think it is? Oh my God. No, he's probably not. We were at their wedding like a few, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? I think I know who you think it is. Surprisingly, not that one. Not that one. Oh my Lord. Oh shit. Dude, I've never been like that though. Thankfully, that's scary. Whew. Anyway. Can't wait to talk about Megara Hera next week. Hell yeah, dude. Oh wait, hey, chill. Had to step out. What's going on? Can't believe Fast and Furious is making 3-part movie, not 2 parts. I'm not surprised, but they were hoping to make money on that, and if they're not pulling the numbers they were hoping, maybe it's not a good idea. It's a good movie. I'll have a deep, long conversation with you all next week. Hey, yo! That's the plan. As long as I don't get serial killer vibes, maybe someone with a beanie running away from Barry. Jesus. Also, Hobie. Hobie was surprisingly hell yeah awesome. Love Chris Evans. He does not do romantic lead very well. He does action great, drama great, even over the top villain great, but every romantic lead I've seen him in is not good. I don't know if I've seen him in a romantic position, to be fair. I don't know. No one who watched Catwoman movie was a furry. No one saw it attracting. Just weird. Beep boop. Oh man, sorry about that. Robot noises. People went to Catwoman to watch a woman in leather with a whip, move with a lot of flexibility, and be sexy. And they failed because it was not sexy. It was just stupid. That is 100% yes. I've seen Catwoman. I would not say it's a bad movie. It was an okay one to me. Okay, fair enough. James and Michael, being an X-Men, made that movie porn. Yeah. Laura Prepton used to go out with his brother, Christopher Masterson, Francis, and Malcolm. They're related? I didn't know that. No, when they broke up, she immediately left Scientology. Good call! I didn't know she was also a Scientologist. Interesting facts! Ragu with a 20 pound? It's pounds, right? Pounds? Euro? What? Pound? Pound. I'm dumb. Brain not good today. 2-week holiday, me, good mood, have a good one, Omni. Well, thank you, Ragu. You keep being a great little pasta sauce. And you have a good, fun 2 weeks. Hopefully I'll see you next weekend. And yeah, thanks, man. Thank you a lot for that, though. You don't have to do that, but I really do appreciate that. That'll help with the student debt, though, in the long grand scheme of things. Anyway, let's see. I'm glad I could catch a live stream. You're one of my favorite YouTubers. Hope you're having a good week. Thank you. This week's not been too bad, and I hope you're having a good week too, man. A good weekend. Thank you so much, Brian. Welcome anytime. Sweet Jeebus. Shit. I know it's a link, but hopefully you'll see it. If you put it on a comment, I'll be able to find it, but in the chat, I don't know about that. I gotta think it is. No, not that one. The other one instead of that one. Yep. 3 hours. Miguel O'Hara is. I don't even know what that expression means, except wide eyes and a gaped mouth, meaning you probably enjoyed it. When? Yes, they did. I watched all of them movies. Don't ask me the plot. The volume was suspiciously down, and there was a nest of bees somewhere. Oh my god. Always these stories are. Yeah, I guess that the bees are what was making that buzzing sound, I'm sure. Once again, now hear me out. Spider-Man is hot. No, I get you there. Oh my god, 3 hours. I got to skedaddle. Bounce around too. God, we are over 3 hours. Holy shit, where'd that time go? You can't be Spider-Man and be unattractive. I guess that's true. Saying that, Sean, Spider-Cat exists. Dun, dun, dun. But that spider can't. He specified Spider-Man. Music or I'm sponsored you can bust. Have a great weekend. Probably going to be in the week next. Looking forward to week next stream. Flick your beams. Do your thing. Stay safe. That's your sign off, man. I love it. Same to you. Cats are cute. Dinosaurs. What about park the car? Still smash. Oh no, even zombie. All right, we are caught up. Even though he would eat me. Jesus, what was this stream? What was this? What was this? What happened? How did we devolve? If you stuck around to the end, you better have liked this video. But yeah, guys, I'll see you all next week. Have a great week. We'll talk about Spider-Man next week. And yeah, have fun. Good times. And like Christina said, flick your beans. Later, guys. Jesus. Oh, had a good time though.